You thought we weren't going to make it, didn't you? You, like me, thought we were going to give that away in the last couple of minutes, but no. This team showed resiliency and character. I didn't even know that was incorporated yet. I said this team needs a little bit more maturity. They need a little bit more time. And all of a sudden, they grew up in the second half. They were bending, but they refused to break. We got INTs today. Fam, you know what? Oh, I got to tell you right now. Let me look at the winners. Winner, Slave and Robert 9. He said 49ers win 31-17. Nary B 194 also said 31-17. Wait, let me get back. I gotta say something really about this one. Julian Settles also 31-17. Joseph El Bebe is 31-17. Night and gang here, fam. San Francisco took it to another level. San Francisco said 31-17 with 2 defensive TDs. That was right on the money. That's impressive. Woo! Man. Fam, I tell you, man, oh, man. I feel like a weight's been lifted off because we never win on the road and let alone the East Coast. You know we haven't done that since Harbaugh? Yeah. We don't travel to the East well. But now they're going to camp out there. They're going to get used to the time zone. They're going to be there for a week. So next week we can come in and really get down to play action. And I don't know how hot it is in Cincinnati, but I suspect it'll be pretty warm. But it can't be as hot as Florida. So, you know, whoa. Yeah, hey, wait, roll down here a minute. G. Smith, where is fake talk, I don't know football Perez at? That's what I want to know. All right, fam, you know what, though? Let us not be bothered by that. Boy, I bet you Perez does not answer his social media tonight. Boy, they must be wearing that page out. Perez, next time you get ready to talk some smack, I suggest you go somewhere else. Don't come up in here, man. Anyway, fam, here's the thing. Whose 49ers debut? I just want to run through a few questions. Whose 49ers debut was most impressive tonight? Debo made a couple of mistakes. Richie James is no longer a rookie. Who else is a rookie out there tonight? I guess you got to say Mrs. Bosa's baby boy. He had a sack. I knew he would. I thought he had the first sack of the season, but it was D Ford. I got corrected on that during the game. Which key matchups were the determining factors? George Kittle, pretty much. Anybody that tried to guard him. Yeah. You know, hey, which Bucs player or players were the most difficult to stop and expose 49er weaknesses that need to be addressed? Fam, I got so tired of watching Ronald Jones and that other Mack truck drive through that. All that bothered me. See, because if we played the Dallas Cowboys, we'd be dead meat, okay? 49ers got to do something to address that run situation. Now, if we can run the wide 9, okay. But when Quan Alexander leaves, close the shop on wide 9, okay? Because the new guys aren't, our guys from last year, I don't know if they're quite ready for the wide 9 without Quan being home, okay? That's just my assessment. And fam, we're satisfied with the O-line. How about the special teams? Grade there from 1 to 10. You can add anything in there you want to. I'm a hush. I can't barely talk. Fam, we do have an issue tonight, though. It looks like half the Niner Empire wants to call in tonight. 3 minutes and we got to go, okay? Say all you want. I ain't going to bother you. I'm just going to listen to you talk, and everybody else is going to listen to you talk. 3 minutes, and that's all we got time. It's late night, fam. It's getting late, and we want to make sure we get many people in as we can, all right? Yeah! Huh? But if everybody talks 5 minutes, it will be after that. I forgot it's kind of the same as it was normally. We wouldn't normally be coming on right now, would we? No, it's a little later than normal. No, it's earlier. I think I killed a brain cell. All right. But anyway, okay, 3.5, right? 3 minutes and 30 seconds, because the thing is we got a lot of calls. So, okay. All right. Oh, God. Oh, man, I'm glad. Dre.
Man, hey, man. This is what happens when you have a pass rush. Now, I predicted that we have 5 to 7 sacks. But if you look on 2 out of the 3 interceptions, the only one that wasn't forced by the pass rush was the one where Richard had the pick 6. But the other 2,
Dre,
the one that
drop the volume on your TV a little bit, or mute.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
All right, so the 2 picks, the 2 picks besides for Richard Sherman, all were first forced by D Ford and one was Bosa and Armstead was in that guy's face. The other one where Tavarius Moore had it. Buckner and D Ford was in his face. Man, that's what happens when you have a pass rush, man. Dudes is not going to want to step up in that pocket, and they're not going to be outside of the hash in order to throw the ball out of bounds. So they're going to sling that ball so they don't get touched, man. They're going to sling that ball so they don't get touched, bro. I can see the same thing happening when we play the Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger is known for throwing interceptions when he's under duress, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. Hey, man, I was highly pleased with the defense. Like I said yesterday, our defense is going to look better than our offense. It's going to
and
take
it did way better.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. But
Dre, I'm waiting for you to say something. I was waiting patiently for you to say something about Spoon.
Oh man, Spoon! I gotta eat my words on that one, man. Spoon did his thing today, and do y'all know that we shut down I would say Mike Evans is a top 4 wide receiver in the league,
easily.
Man. Do y'all know that? Do you know that man had 2 catches for 28 yards?
They Richard Sherman his put his foot off.
Richard Sherman put his foot in his ass. You know what I'm saying? I had to say that.
Kello shut him down once too, which I was like,
hey, man,
Spoon, look at you stopping Mike.
Hey, bro. Hey, and I'm damn sure not worried about the Browns no more. They got exposed. Man, see, you can put as much talent as you want on a team, but if you don't have any discipline, which was shown many a times today, you know what I'm saying? You got guys kicking guys in the helmet and all of this other type of crap, man. Late hits on the quarterback, man. If you ain't got no discipline, bro, and if guys don't mesh well together, bro, I don't care about how much talent is on the team, man. We're gonna be knee deep off in the Browns ASS. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, and y'all don't worry about that run game. A lot of those runs and a couple of those passes across the middle would have been nullified if Quan was playing in the game.
Oh yeah. See, keep forgetting about Quan.
As soon as Quan went out. Yeah, as soon as Quan went out, you know what I'm saying?
They started running.
I actually posted a comment. I said, man, that might have cost us the game. You know, Quan is a big part of our defense, man. You know, on the probably the biggest hit of the game. You see when that dude tried to run up in that hole and Quan filled that hole and
you can hear that
busted his chops.
You hear that pop all through the monitor.
That
bam.
Hey, that's what will happen if Quan is in the game. So you know, Ronbo, we're not gonna just have to beat teams. We're gonna have to beat the refs also. It's gonna be the same as it's been for the last 4 or 5 years.
How was they calling?
I don't know what is up with these refs, man. But a lot of those calls, I mean, especially on the block with Juszczyk on that touchdown. Like, what was the ref? Man, this is how pathetic it is.
Yes.
Y'all, do y'all realize we scored 3 touchdowns in a row and they nullified on the same drive? We scored 3 touchdowns in a row and they got nullified by bullshit calls, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's 21 points. And Dre, did you see that as a chip? I seen he went across.
That wasn't a chip. That was a block up the field, man. That wasn't no chip, bro. A chip is when you pretend like you won in a route and then you run into the player. That was a clear block up the field. Yeah, man. You could block as a receiver up the field, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I'm really not too worried. You know what I'm saying about Jimmy. Like I said, you know.
No, he'll get better. People need to realize he's been off a year. Give him a minute to get back in the groove.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, people.
Bro. I'm not.
Bring Nick in. Oh. So
Yeah, bro. It was a lot of dudes who was talking. You know what I'm saying? Saying a lot of stuff about him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm not too much worried about it.
yeah, you should. Dre, we go pull up. As we say, we'll see how
Yeah,
many people we
man.
can get in here before we get 12 o'clock. Because, it's
Yeah,
only
man.
5, but we'll be here till 10. If
Yeah,
need be.
most definitely, man.
Dre,
Man, shout
appreciate you,
out to the
fam.
CNC fam, man. Trey Trez, Big Show, player partner Will, Shea Lewis, Russo, man. Thanks for the link for the game, man. It should be very encouraging that we basically had, damn near 10 penalties for 100 yards, you know what I'm saying, away from home and 90 degrees with 80% humidity, and we pulled out a win. That should be very encouraging. Tampa Bay ain't as weak as people think they is. They got a pretty good damn defense, So, you know what I mean? We pulled that one out, though, man. All right,
Dre.
Ronbo, I'm out, man.
Appreciate you,
All
fam.
right.
I'll be back tomorrow night, though. All right. Oh yeah. Let me check out it. And P. Big Zone Spoon, player of the game. Quiet as is kept.
Yeah, yeah.
Sean.
Hey man, what's up? In the beginning, Witherspoon was he was looking a little rough in the beginning.
Well, he was trying to time stuff and missing.
I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. But he started progressing and he started getting his feet underneath him, and then once he had that pick, it seemed like his confidence just went through the roof. I think it might have just been a confidence thing with him, and you could just see like the fire in him after he had that pick. But I'm gonna give it to him, man. He held it down. He definitely held it down.
And
then
Mike Evans, I see he made a play on Mike.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. And then last time I talked to you, I was telling you how we need a pick from Sherman. You know what I mean? And he went out there and did
Got
that.
it.
And I know I'm trying to move on real quick. But you know what? How about, like you say, Mrs. Bosa's baby boy? He was in the backfield the whole fucking game.
And
now let me say this:
no injury.
He took some bad angles. He's but you know what? He had Winston on skates. Winston was trying to get the fuck out of there when he saw Bosa coming. I mean, it was like, there was one shot where he saw Bosa coming and his eyes looked like baseballs. You know what I mean?
You could see it from a mile away.
Yeah. And they also, man, they took half a sack away from him too on the stat line. He actually had 1.5 sacks. They took a half a sack away from him, but that's okay. My man went out there and got a sack.
Yeah.
And my boy Richie James.
Hey,
my
you was
boy,
right.
Richie
You called it,
James.
Sean. Yo!
My boy Richie James.
Yes. Yes. And we was talking. People was talking about cutting him at the beginning of the season. Big mistake.
Man.
Cute.
In the beginning of the season, they was talking. Man, people was talking about cutting him in fucking OTAs. You know what I'm saying?
I thought so myself. I ain't gonna lie.
OTAs.
I thought he was the odd man out. He is the odd man in. Ho!
Man, he's gonna be something. You know what? He may eventually be Goodwin's replacement at some point. It may come to that.
Listen, Sean,
but
I'll go further than that. If Dante doesn't start making appearances in these games, Dante's gonna sit the hell down. You know when he go dress 5 people.
Yeah.
Dante's got to stop this. Dante, get involved.
Yeah.
I think Kyle made him sit down today. Good Lord.
Yeah. And hey, you know what? I gotta give hey man, Kendrick Bourne, this is something that doesn't really go on the stat sheets, man. He had some really nice blocks out there today.
Yes.
He had some really nice blocks out
and
there.
No flags.
And he was drawing penalties. And he drew one penalty the play before that set up the touchdown for Richie James. So, there's things that that Kendrick Bourne's doing that's not really showing up on a stat line, but he's making his contributions. You know what I mean? And so I got to give him those props, man. He has some really nice blocks. Richie James, he's got to work on a couple of those blocks. I know he's a smaller guy. He's a smaller guy, and he's trying to do whatever he can. You know what I mean? But he's got to work on his blocking a little bit. If he can get to the point where he can block like Bourne, that dude's gonna be something special. You know what I mean? But
that means he got it all.
Man, Yeah, and then but hey, ugly game first half, but then all of a sudden, and you can
It
check
got pretty.
the chat, man. I went in there, I seen all these people talking shit. I said, ladies and gentlemen, we still have another half of football.
I
You know
knew
what
it.
I mean?
I
So
told you.
yeah, man. So it's I'm happy we got the dub on the road. You know what I mean? A lot of people were talking about, who knows if it's gonna be Tampa Bay or Cincinnati on the split, but we already got one of them. I
Yeah.
think we can go in there and get that second win and shock a lot of people. But one thing I also want to say, I said this before, and Dre just touched on it right now. Hey, Tampa Bay wasn't as easy as we thought it was going to be. And I said
No.
that. I said that. They're not going to lay down.
No.
You know what I mean?
And they got
And
some
their
big
offensive line
defensive
didn't look as
linemen.
bad.
Oh, those guys are big.
Yeah, so, and you know what? Their offensive line did a lot better than what a lot of people were thinking. You know what I mean?
Good job.
They fought, man. And hey, man, and they fought in the trenches against in my opinion, one of the best defensive fronts in the league.
There you
know
go.
what I mean? So I mean, but man, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Let these guys
John.
get their time.
Appreciate
man.
you, fam.
Over and out.
Yes,
sir.
Night, John.
All right, brother.
Ooh, man. And okay, we have another. This is the other Dre. Hey, Dre.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Just sit back here, patting ourselves on the shoulder, talk about Tampa Bay, 90 degrees, 100% humidity. So what?
We didn't give a damn.
Yeah.
We went there and turned it up to 250 degrees. We didn't care. We came out with our win on the road. We shut
East
up our
Coast.
doubters. Now we can gloat on NFL Live next week and listen to them how they suck us now. We're going to keep it PG because we got kids listening and everything. So.
Good, fam. Thanks. You know what they're going to say, though? Dre, they're going to talk about how the defense won that game with the 49ers guys. But you know what? Even the defense is going to get better. You've seen Garoppolo not quite as sure-footed, not as accurate, or Garoppolo's usually, not Garoppolo, but Bosa. He is usually death if he gets that close. He's got to get his feet together. He hasn't played in a long time, but look for that to improve. And Jimmy G, people think G is through. G, by 3 weeks from now, ain't nobody going to recognize G. He'll be ready.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was going to say, man. The offense just needs a little bit more time to gel in the real game atmosphere. You understand?
Yep, timing. Because remember before, when G hit Marquise Goodwin, it was always perfect time. Marquise Goodwin is extremely fast. When he runs that slant, it's not like your normal human being. You need to put that ball out there a little further. But be careful, or else he hit. Remember, he hit him in behind. Goodwin had to turn back to get the ball. That's from not having it chemistry established. That'll change.
Exactly. Exactly. I wish they would have played him a little bit more in the preseason so they would have got that type of chemistry down, know.
You can't
what
get
I
it
do want to say is I am proud of my defense. I don't care about them. There's a few mistakes they all need to get together with, but I'm proud of them. They got 3 touchdowns on the day.
Whew.
3 TDs on 3 interceptions on the day, 2 TDs. It took us all last year just to get all 3.
Oh. They got 2 called back.
Last year.
Yeah.
Right. We got all the touchdowns called back. Yeah. I believe that if we should have challenged some of them touchdowns too, because the calls was just ridiculous.
Bogus.
Like every time a player threw up their hands, they were throwing the flag. It was just like, come on now.
Trey, how about Quan getting excused from the game? You know what? They need to alter that rule.
Right.
If the player's going down and the pursuing defender's already down, he can't see. The player goes, the offensive player goes down, and I go down with it. It should be incidental contact or judgment call. Don't throw the man out of the game. You saw the runner going down. The defender was already on his way down. This is something that can't really be. What's he supposed to do? What can he do?
He was an active runner and an active player. He was running. So I say if he was on his way to hit him, he was going down. He couldn't see that he was going down at that moment because he just threw his body at the play. If you rewatch it, you'll see him throw his body at the play.
Right. Winston didn't slide. He dropped and slid.
He dropped. He dove forward. So it was just like he didn't know what he was doing. So it was like he threw his body at the play before Winston went down. But did you see the way he played? It was like he was petrified back there. Did the defense, what? Did the line do that to him? Did the pass rush do that to him? I can't wait to see next week. I can't wait to see next
watch
week.
the Cincinnati game, see how good their offensive line is. Because we may have underestimated the Tampa Bay offensive line. They weren't that bad. They still got swarmed, but they weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. So,
yeah, but to answer the couple of people that called in before me, and when you had addressed the defensive line and said that people were just running over them at the end of the game. Well, if you really check, they've been out there all day. You know,
yes.
the offense really wasn't out there that much.
I was being.
I was happy to see Jimmy get hit. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
Yeah.
Just to see how his leg was gonna hold up and everything.
Oh, he ran and slid.
And he
But
slid
that
out
play
of
out of
bounds.
bounds. Yeah,
I was
he's
like,
okay.
yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see him do that, so he ain't scared.
Yeah, he'll be back next week, and I guarantee he'll look better next week than he did. He knows he didn't look good this week. He still passed over 200 yards.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ronbo, I'm gonna get on out of here and let you get to everybody else, man.
All right, Phil.
But yeah,
appreciate you.
All right, 1-0. Let's do it, Niner.
See you tomorrow night if you get some time. Night, Dre.
All right, Ronbo. All right.
Thanks, Phil. And wait a minute. Jack is back?
What's going down? What's going down? God damn. Was that fun or what? Was that fun or what?
Jack,
oh my
that
God.
was one of the most exciting things. To go through a game like that and then end up winning it. Because actually, Jack, I'm going to tell you the truth. I thought we was going to give it up in the fourth. 49ers just, Keller waltzed across that INT. I said, we got ourselves a defense. Gosh.
Oh man, it was up and down. It was so thrilling,
painful,
man, and
painful.
just to come out with that victory in Tampa Bay, just to build that chemistry going into Cincinnati is just phenomenal, man. That was a fantastic game. I'm so glad I stayed up. It's late as hell out over here, but man, we are building chemistry. There's something special happening in Santa Clara, man. It's been happening all preseason. It's been happening all training camp, and it's good that we're showing it actually into the season, man. It's happening, and I'm so fucking happy, man. I'm so thrilled, Ronbo.
God. It's going to get better, too. I mean, every NFL team's going to get better week after week, but we're starting in a spot to grow from. Is going to be very interesting to see, and Kyle's not happy with the way they played today, so we can look for them to look a lot different against the Bengals. I can't wait.
Oh man, they're definitely going to clean it up, man. It's just to see them come out after all those mistakes. God damn, man, we got something special on our hands, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. It's late. I'm gonna lock it down.
All right,
but, man. Richie James, fucking Boza, man. The kid 19, man. You know what I'm saying?
Debo Samuel,
man.
Yeah.
Debo Samuel, man. Shit, I can't even think right now. I'm just in such a great mood right now. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
that was a lot of
have a good one
stress
in the sunny state of California, man. All right. I'm listening in, man. Love y'all.
All right, fam. Have a great night, Jack. We'll be back tomorrow. If you get some rest, see you then. Jack passed out in the middle of the phone call. I love it. Kerry boy.
What's up, Ronbo? What's going down?
Kerry boy, hey, kill your volume in the back. It's bleeding into your mic. Can you do that? Or else move away to another spot?
Yeah, I'm in another spot.
Yeah. Hey, Kerry boy. Yeah, that's awesome.
What's going on?
So the Niners jumped up and didn't break everybody's heart by jumping out and losing to that team. They did do a good job. The Bucs aren't as bad as I thought, but they still don't belong on the same field with the 49ers. We should have scored in the 40s, but the refs took a couple away. That's okay,
Yeah, I had to give a shout out to you, man, because you are like the only thing I can get to listen to the Niners, man, because I'm in a transition of moving into another house and stuff, so I can't even get the NFL ticket or nothing like that. So
you gotta wait till you get
I'm gonna
hooked
be
up.
relying on you for the next.
Yeah, so I don't move into my new house until a couple of months from now. So,
Oh.
man, keep on doing what you're doing. That's the only way I can do it here in Dallas, man. You know, they
Thanks,
go
Cable.
Cowboy
I'm gonna
games
make
all day long.
sure I remember you too each and every week.
Yeah,
Cable.
so. But yeah, man, the way it was sounded, man, looked like it was poor tackling, but we came through. Kello seemed like he's the player of the game. You know, the way how you describe it. And,
yes, Cable,
I
is.
I haven't seen no highlights or nothing like that, you know. But I'm glad we got a victory. It's been a while since we started off 1-0 in the season. So
And start off on the East Coast? Oh, my goodness.
I know. Yeah, a road game.
And
you know?
90 degrees of heat?
So, yeah.
Humidity up crazy?
I had to make them. I'm glad they came through because they were my last pick for my little parlay I had going on too. So I came up with money too. So I'm happy.
There you go.
So I got the cake and eat it too. So I got to eat it too. So it's all good. So
it was rough.
But it sounded like the running game wasn't like on par like it was last year, man. Is that am I kind of misconstruing that or something? Or
Matty B was actually hitting the wrong hole on a few cases. Matty B had about 2 or 3 solid runs tonight, but he wasn't Matty B, not yet. Tevin Coleman got hurt. I'm not sure. He's probably going to be questionable for next week because of an ankle injury. Really? So, but Mostert came in and did the Raheem. They called one of his touchdowns back too. If this team if we get disciplined, this team is going to be ruthless. Ruthless.
Yeah, I heard. Seemed like we had a lot of penalties against us.
The ref was just.
It's normal. I hate that more than anything. Penalties and poor tackling. That's what killed us last year. You know what?
But and matter of fact,
the defense came through with the.
With it. But Cable, it's my fault. I may have been. The 49ers were tired. It's the fourth quarter, 94 degrees of heat, about 70% humidity. I should have really shut the hell up. You know what? Them dudes were tired. They did good to stay out there. And big running backs, and Ronald Jones and that other dude, they're strong. And so, when they come barreling through that middle, it hurts. So they did good to bring them down before they let them get into the end zone. So I'm going to back up off that. If it was cooler conditions, I think they would have done a better job. And we lost Quan Alexander, which may have made a difference too. Dre wasn't bad. But Quan needs to be in there for now until Drake can be brought up to speed. So, I'm proud of him. I'm gonna take it back.
I'm glad we got a couple of pick sixes. We ain't seen that in a long time, especially last year.
Pretty pick sixes too. And and K-Boy, Tavares Moore should have had a pick six. He got so excited.
Really?
He jumped the route perfectly. He read Jameis perfectly. It was so given to, and with his speed, he was going to run past Jameis and out of here. That was going to be a 90-something yard touchdown.
Yeah, that was the one by the goal line that I was talking about.
He was
gone. They should have scored. Yeah.
Wish he could.
It is what it is. As long as we got the victory, so that's the only thing I was worried about. So we starting off 1-0. Hopefully, if we can get this 3-0 before the bye, they'll be looking lovely.
I tell you, and I tell you what, if they win next week, the confidence will be so high. Jimmy G will look a little sharper. By the time we get to week 3 for the home opener, Jimmy G should be up to speed. Look out. They go into the bye week. Baker Mayfield, got your butt whooped today. Go get a butt whooped next week, 2 weeks from now.
Sure will. Because they ain't about nothing. Just another team, but no kind of team.
K-Boy, I'm going to be thinking about you next week against Cincinnati, man. Write your name down now. Remember, K-Boy, moving.
All right. Yeah. All right, Ronbo. At least you got to get your other colors, man.
Thanks, K-Boy. Talk to you later.
All right. Yes, sir.
Man. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Rev must be ready to read from the Book of Champions. Oh, out in the Carolinas. Looks like it's okay out there, Rev. You called in, you must be all right. Rev.
Ronbo. I'm about hoarse from screaming, hooping, hollering, yelling. But
same here.
But we everything was good. We made it through the hurricane, so I appreciate everybody reaching out to me. Let me know what's up. I'm not going to do Book of Champions tonight because it's a short time.
Yes, all right. But we got to have it tomorrow.
I just want to chime in. I got you. Don't worry. Rev ain't gonna disappoint y'all. But I'm just gonna throw this out there. What we've seen today within that defense,
It's character.
it was a unity. It was a brotherhood. These guys came out and played. I am throwing it out there right now. D Ford is a effing problem. They doubled him, they tripled him, and he still caused disruption. I'm throwing it out there. D Ford is a
worth
problem.
every penny. Yes.
That pass rush today reminded me so much of the 2011-2012 49ers pass rush. I was so excited. To see Richard, get a pick six. And I tweeted you by saying, well, looks like 23, kind of redeemed himself a little bit, which he did. He played a solid game. Weatherspoon played a solid game. I wasn't expecting the offense, even though we got, 4 touchdowns called back?
Yes.
Pretty much. 4 touchdowns.
Two from Kittle got one. Haim got one. Wasn't there a third touchdown from, who was that third one from? Kittle might have got 2. Did he?
I think Kittle got 2.
Yeah.
Kittle got 2. Yeah, Kittle got 2 himself. Mostert had 1, and somebody else had 1. But even still, we could have put up 50-plus points today if we wanted to. So,
wait till they get disciplined.
That offense is going to take some time to gel, and I understand that. I want to know the status on Coleman, because when he went out, one of my 49er people told me Coleman was out, and I just gave him a look like,
ankle.
When did he go out? You know what I mean? So,
early,
hopefully
first half.
Everything is okay with that. Jimmy G, he looked okay, and I'm not worried about that offense. It's just that defense. I was loving to see this defense come out. Now, we got Cincinnati next. That's not going to be an easy game.
Nope.
And if people watch that Cincinnati, because that game was actually on next to me to the 49ers game I was watching, the Cincinnati Bengals were giving Russell Wilson hell. They were giving him hell.
I saw that.
They sacked him 3 times straight in one drive.
Oh.
Like Cincinnati has a pretty good, like their defense is good. It's scary. So we just can't let it down. We just got to keep going. We're going to get better as the season progresses. We're going to get better. Quan Alexander, he just has to be a little bit more disciplined. Yeah. Even though I think it was a BS call to throw him out the game. But when he was in the game, he was an instant impact. I've seen the instant impact of Quan Alexander. So that is a key point of our defense. Yeah. And I love seeing those guys out there. We made something happen. Like you said earlier, we were bending, but we won't break it. And we closed it out. And that's what I like to see. We closed it out. I am telling you right now, this pass rush is going to be a problem for anybody. Did I not tell y'all, family? Pain and punishment was coming today, and it showed. Yeah. So with that being said, Ronbo, I thank you. We love you. We are so excited. We got this W. Like it just. I got my Niner flags on my car. I am wearing my colors. Down the road. Everybody at the bar. I don't care. We got this W. We earned this win today, and we earned this win with hard fought practice, intensity, and everything. Hey, let's do this, man. Niners for life, red and gold. In order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And guess what? Tampa Bay did not beat the man today. Woo!
Fam, looking forward to hearing from you tomorrow, fam. Have a great night.
No doubt. You too, bro. Peace.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Ron, are you ready for that opening? Here it comes. Niners! Ron, come on in, man.
Yes, sir. We get ready. We go.
Oh,
what's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, Ron. Watching that game, it's like you ever go to the gym about 3 in the afternoon, don't get home till about 6. I mean, that was a workout, wasn't it? I mean, that was just 49ers would not let you relax. I knew Jameis was going to screw up, but it looked like he was going to try to pull it out. 49ers just put the hammer down. That defense is wicked.
Let me go on the record right now and say thank you to the Detroit Lions for not letting the NFC West go, like Rodney King say, letting us all just get along, because everybody put the Arizona Cardinals won in our division today. So, yeah, baby. It's good to start the season off with a win, baby. It's always good. I don't give a damn if it was an ugly win or not. Yeah. I hope they done pissed Clay Warren off. I hope Warren Alexander come back with vengeance.
He is going to be crazy next week. I really hate they did that to him. You know how bad he was looking forward to that game? And they kicked him out on a BS play. Rod, you got Winston dropped. He didn't slide. He dropped. And
right.
I mean, he's already going down as low as he can. Winston dropped a level below. Yes. I wish they would alter that rule. If it looked like it was avoidable, then you call it. But they're both going down at the same time. What's the defender supposed to do? Stand up? I got to let him go. If I touch him, and he runs for another 5 yards. Come on, refs.
Yeah. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Sometimes I think when they go to those little meetings in the summer, that they have 49ers in mind when they make up some of these rules, man. I don't know. I don't get it. It makes sense to me, but, the good thing is it was one game. Hope good thing is not one of those, well, he did this, so he's going to have to miss 6 games like a person that's been taking performance enhancers or something like that. So, but anyway, I know we got other people want to come in, man. Man, it's good to get a win early, dog. That's all I'm saying.
And we deserve it after going through 3 hours of that up and down refs running the game contest. Man. All right, Rod.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you tomorrow night, fam. Go ahead.
Absolutely. I'll be here on Raw, man. Sound out, baby.
Yeah. Niners for the ride.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Empire. Shout out to you, bro. We'll catch you Monday.
Thanks, Rod. Looking for you, too. Oh, man. Felix! Hey, talk to you.
Yo!
Felix!
What's happening?
Oh, Felix, man, I'm looking at this team to develop a little character tonight. I'm looking at a team that actually grew together even closer to being one. I'm looking at a team that's been building a culture for 3 years, and it may finally be worth calling an empire. We're on our way, Felix. We're on our way.
Man, listen. I was impressed with Bosa, and I think Bosa would have got more sacks, but because Jameis Winston is a little bit elusive, so he got away from Bosa a couple of times.
But,
man, a pass rush, it makes a whole hell of a difference, dude.
Don't it?
I mean, when you put, even if he is maybe incompletes the pass because of pass rush, it's making him uncomfortable and bouncing and moving around. It makes him uncomfortable. I'm not worried about Garoppolo. No, man, he didn't play ball in almost a year and a half. So
yeah, come on, yeah.
His timing is off. But I'm confident about that. And I was kind of worried at the beginning because I'm like, when Tampa is hot, I just didn't want our defense to be on the field for so long. But we put a couple of good drives together where the offense was able to move down the field. But, I mean, sky's the limit for us. D4 makes a difference. Bosa makes a difference. So I'm telling you to watch out for. On defense, watch out for Tavares more. I like him.
Ooh, didn't he look good in that play? He was gone. If he just could have secured that catch, Tavares is gone. They don't have nobody who can keep up with him. If he gets off a step in front of everybody, he is so gone. Oh, I wish he could have made that play.
And I'm wanting them. I want them to get Debo more involved because if you get the ball in Debo's hands, he can make stuff happen.
Yeah,
he can really make stuff happen. But it's just so good. Yeah, I know. It's just so good and so refreshing. First of all, we got a win on the road. I mean, I know Coleman, he hurt his ankle, but I think I like the running tandem of Raheem Morstead and Breda. I like that.
Mostert is so underrated.
Yes. He is. And like I said, some things we got to do. We got to clean up the penalties. I mean, I think there's too many penalties. We'll clean that up. But the guy we really didn't. They really didn't play. McGlinchey, but they really didn't play in the preseason. So this is like their rust game, knocking that rust off.
And it didn't cost them a loss, which is really valuable. You're right.
Yeah. And like I said, I think we could have beat Tampa as long as we beat the teams that we're supposed to beat. And I felt like we're supposed to beat them.
Don't be losing to them. Exactly.
Yeah, we beat the teams that we're supposed to beat, and then we'll sneak up. Maybe we get up in Pittsburgh, and so maybe we get a split from the Rams. Maybe we get a split from the Seahawks. So let's beat the teams that we're supposed to beat. But it was good. It was exciting. It was refreshing to see the 49ers, their defense, and the energy that they're bringing, the energy that Quan Alexander brought. Unfortunately, he got ejected. But it's just a total – I don't care what kind of scheme you got as a defensive coordinator, but if you ain't got the players, it ain't going to make no difference. So I'm glad the 49ers went and invested and got things to the defensive front.
And Felix, you made an excellent point right there. It's about your talent. The 49ers have finally assembled the kind of talent that's going to win even if they spot the team. The 49ers gave up nearly 100 yards in flags. They put that team in scoring position a couple times. We spotted them. We took away several touchdowns. And Felix, we still handed them their butt. I am delighted. When I get through getting mad like I did about the game, I'm going to realize, shoot, you better be proud of that 49er team. They stuck with it, and they won. That shows development.
And one thing I'm wanting to see, I just want somebody, and I hope it's Debo, I just want somebody to be that go-to for me. We already know what Kittles can bring. I'm looking for that just go-to guy, that go-to receiver. So now the go-to receiver, it opens up for everybody else because now everybody's worried about him and doubling him. And it opens up for everybody else. So that's why I'm looking for that big-time playmaker for us.
But you know what?
I think we'll be all right.
And Kittle holds that down right now until, like you say, another wide receiver gets in there. But, because I want Kittle and a wide receiver. Dante Pettis doesn't want to take it. Debo looks aggressive. Let him have it. In fact, Kyle made Dante sit down tonight. So, Hey, Felix, we got to go. We're giving everybody as quick as we can. We've got a lot of callers here. But, Felix, so good to hear from you again. Let me come back tomorrow night if you get time.
Off to Cincinnati, like Belichick. Off to Cincinnati. Prepare for Cincinnati.
He's looking for you, too.
All right. Good night, Sam.
Night.
All right.
Oh, God. Whew, man. And Jerry said, what?
Ronbo, where do I start?
I know.
I guess I should start with, when you try me with a sorry-ass receiver like Evans, that's the result you gonna get. Don't you ever talk about me. Oh, man.
Jersey, do it again.
Hey, I'm the best corner in the game.
Hey, hell, Witherspoon even got Mike Evans tonight. It was so funny. Man. Hey, Jersey, get into your microphone a little closer. Bring it up closer to something because you sound like you're in the distance.
How's that?
That's a little better.
Better?
Yeah, that's a little better.
Okay, cool.
But that had me. That really got me when Spoon picked that off and ran on in the end zone. Man. Oh, wow, that was so much fun.
Ronbo, I know I don't got that much time. Let me get an installment real quick.
Oh, yeah. And now, it's an after-game special installment of Let Me Holler At Ya.
Where you at, Perez? Where you at, man? I thought you were going to put up a game, man. I said it's going to be at least two scores you're going to be down by. You can't mess with this defense. And one of our star line, our Patrick Alexander, I'm going to call him. Mr. Willis is back.
That hit early in the game, man. That was Willis S, was it? You know when you hear the pads cracking? Pop! I said, ow!
Oh, man. And then you got and freaking Bosa. Where you at, Show?
Oh,
Where you
man.
at, Big Show? Oh my God, man.
See,
He got to. I would say did he get 1 sack or 2 or
he got 1. He was so much pressure tonight. I hope they keep the stats on pressures. Nick, as like Sean said, Nick was coming through there, and you could see James's eyeballs.
He's going too fast.
Up across the field. And, they finally, 2 or 3 guys come in and swarm Nick, or one guy would just keep trying to drive him on into the parking lot. But, man, Nick was coming in. He missed 1. Man. He should have had 2 tonight. Hey, Jersey, he's not quite ready. He's been off for a year. He missed all the preseason training camp. This is why when I tell people, listen, that's in the DNA. It has nothing to do with his training. When he gets in shape, he's scary. Right now, he's just being a Bosa. Wait till another 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, my goodness.
Another thing I was a little upset at. Why, Robert Saleh, do you keep putting you keep putting Solly on the outside? Stop doing that. He was on the outside. Oh, my God.
I know. Okay, but you got to put DJ Jones. Solomon was on the second unit. So you had to put him on the outside. DJ Jones on the inside and Sheldon Day. Who'd you...
All right, I'm gonna switch over to offense real quick. Jimmy, I'm gonna say he's a butter knife right now. He's still cutting it just a little bit. I know he's a little rusty, but I give it a couple more games. He's gonna be as razor sharp as ever.
He'll be ready.
And Mostert, oh my good Lord, I'm so glad we didn't get rid of that dude.
Kyle knows don't ever consider getting rid of Raheem Mostert. Came in tonight and they called the touchdown back. He is good at finding those holes, isn't he?
Ronbo! What is up, Ronbo? Who the hell is this?
Who is that?
Ronbo!
KP Perez.
And me.
I know. I knew that wasn't your voice. All right. We'll have that individual wait. Okay. JJ, well, ma'am, we got to go. You want to add one more thing since you got interrupted?
No, I'm gonna try to make this a trend. Depending on how the season goes out, I'm going to end it like this. Faithful, 1 down, 15 to go.
You beat me. I was going to say that too.
If we get, looking how we are, a couple of midway, I'm going to switch it to 18 or 19 games. I'm sorry.
Jersey.
We're going to get better, you guys.
You know it. I'll see you tomorrow.
This is without Verrett, you guys. All right, Ronald.
This is out Verrett and a rusty Jimmy G. Wait till Bosa gets ready. Oh, my Lord, this team's got such potential. All right, Jersey, see you tomorrow.
Later, Ronbo. Comment down with them celebrations. You're going to pop a blood vessel.
I know, man. I almost hurt I felt that pain, too. All right, JJ.
All right, fam. Have a good one.
You too. Oh. And now, one of the founding members of TNT. He hails from the great state of Virginia. He is Trey from VA. It's like we get cute and cuddly, too. Booyah. I should say, hoorah.
Finally.
Yes.
And I do mean finally.
Yeah.
How are we, sir? How are we doing today? Does it feel good? Can you feel the juice?
Brother Trey. It was painful, man. I was hoping I wouldn't have to go through all that pain and suffering just to take an L. The 49ers saved it,
Nah,
Trey.
we're not doing that this year, though. This is a new year, Ronbo.
Oh.
Shout out to you. Shout out to TNT, the family. Shout out to every single member of the Empire. You know what, Ronbo? What we saw today was simple. What we saw today was that fearsome foursome, that four-man rush, that gold rush. We talked about that gold rush. We said that there would be a standard. We said that there would be a gold standard, and today was unveiled the gold rush. Jameis Winston didn't know what to do, Ronbo.
He was scared, wasn't he?
First, let me apologize to Keller Witherspoon on this game.
Ooh.
When we talk trash about you, TNT is going to come back and give you your props when you deserve it. Played a hell of a game, young man. You played your best game of your career today, young man. I saw PBUs. I saw jumped routes. Looked like you've been in your playbook, your film book a little bit. But Ronbo
turned his head.
I need an install. I need installments, sir.
You can get it too. And now we continue with a post-game. Let me holler at you.
The unsung hero everybody knows about. D Ford, everybody knows.
He was
on
massive. He was beastly.
But the unsung hero today, because we lost a guy, was Fred Warner. Did he not punch the ball out twice today, Ronbo?
And with
twice.
Picture-perfect shots. Bam.
With intent.
Bam.
With picture-perfect form and technique. Because we were down a linebacker, and our second-year linebacker stepped up. So for you, let me holler at you, Fred. Holler at you, brother. Quan Alexander was so juiced up. So Quan,
he couldn't calm down.
That down because Ronbo. Quan had a tackle for a loss. Quan was pressuring. He actually had a pass that he dropped. Remember that, Ronbo?
Yes. I mean, I didn't see nothing over there. I think he could have ran all the way, Trey. Oh.
Ronbo. Quan was everywhere. He knew where to go. He knew where to be. He was a little bit too turned up, but we did it. Shout out to the coaching staff for having him ready.
He was.
I think that
ready.
Ronbo, we need to cut the crap though. There's one thing because it's a little cute and cuddly, so it can't be all.
Go ahead, get to them poor points
fast, quickly. Deebo Samuel is our best wide receiver, bar none, point blank. Period. Whether it's a jet sweep, whether it's going over the middle, catching it on a 3rd and 12, taking a big shot and continuing for 14 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Deebo Samuels is our number one receiver.
Or
I don't care how young he is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how inexperienced he is. That guy's going to be the ticket.
Mm.
I love the way that this defense played. I love the way that our offensive line protected today for the most part. But
yes.
I do need to see a little bit more.
I need run block.
Because there's a little problem. This is why you need Jeff Wilson. And I told you, today we missed that pounding back. In the heat, the guy that can tap you into submission, but no, we have a third quarterback that'll never play on the roster.
No. I think Jeff will be brought in next week because it depends on how Tevin Coleman is. Because you already know McKinnon ain't coming back. So it's...
We need Jeff. Jeff's a bruiser. He's the only back that we have.
5 yards out.
We got to send for him. I think Jeff might be back in San Fran, and we can be on the East Coast. We got to send for
Jeff. Yes.
Yo.
Good idea. Let Tevin go home.
Yeah.
Well, he can stay. He can stay with us. Bring him in.
There was a fierceness on our defense, Ronbo. There was a standard, that gold rush. Those guys up front, that was a difference today. I'm not going to do it long tonight. Really appreciate you having us on. Shout out to everybody. We waited a long time. Tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Other half of TNT founding members. Trez, go.
Hey, Ronbo, I'm gonna make it quick with my partner. Who had that winning score? I think who was the closest? Me or I said 33 to 17.
Score?
So who's closer than that?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, who's closer?
I got to bring your score up. We got it here. Because Trey, what did you say? Let me see.
So I said 24-17. I was wrong. I was down by one.
I had 33 to 17.
Yeah. Oh. Trez, obviously you was right on it. Yeah.
Okay.
We had, and San Francisco had everything right. 31-17 and 2 TDs.
Ronbo.
Yo.
That was me, Ronbo. Ronbo. San Francisco.
Yeah. Fair.
What do you
31-17, and the 2 defensive touchdowns. I called it.
Applaud that man right there, too. Applaud that man right there, too.
Hey, hold on, Palmer Barter, bro. I just wanted to chime in. I ain't going to interrupt. I'm first-time caller, long-time listener. I've been listening with y'all since 16.
I know. I've seen your name.
16. You know what I'm saying? I've been down with you, bro. But look, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I love y'all, man. I listen to y'all every night on my break, man. I don't mean to interrupt y'all, man. I just want to chime in, bro. But that was me, though, bro.
Big shout out to you, man. Big shout out to you, too, for having that purpose, though. Having the purpose.
Yeah, man. I love y'all, man.
Hey, we send that love back, too.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So Memphis, Tennessee. My boy Anthony Baker. I see you reading his comments every night. I heard you reading his comments out every night. Memphis, Tennessee, checking in, baby. My boy Anthony Baker. I ain't never met him, but you know what I'm saying. I hear you calling him out every night. Yeah, and I want to shout out to Big Show, Kenny, man, all y'all, Trez, Trey, TNT, man, all y'all, bro. I love y'all, man. Keep doing it, man.
TNT love you back, man.
There you go.
But Ronbo, we ain't gonna keep it like my
San Francisco.
Like my partner said, we ain't gonna keep it all cute telling now. We gotta tell it like it is.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo with these high throws.
Yeah, he's got to stop that.
He got to stop that. We saw that last year.
He's got to get that down.
Wide open guys. Marquise on the crossing route. He threw the ball behind Marquise.
Bad timing.
Yeah. And I'm like, come on, Jimmy, come on now. We saw that last year. Yeah. High throws, you got to work on it. You got to work on it, okay?
It was all about the defense, Trez. You're right. The defense saved us tonight.
It was all about the defense.
Yeah.
And they won. And Cal, you know, I ain't going to shout out Cal, but Cal, you got to stop calling the game conservative, too. Cal must stay aggressive on play calling. He got to stay aggressive. He was pissing me off. He was pissing me off with that trying to play that clock shit. He did that in Atlanta and cost him a couple games.
See,
damn that shit. It's all gas, no brakes. Let it be that thing. Let it be that.
And Trez, can I get a shout out for Bobby Seller?
I'm gonna give you a shout out for Bobby Seller, but give me a shout out for my boy Kello because I was the only one that didn't give up on him.
Wait a minute! Whoa! Now. I was.
You remember that I was talking about
I was supporting.
I can't give up on him.
Trez.
He's my boy.
I was supporting Spoon.
Hold on. Okay. Both of y'all supported Spoon.
Yeah.
I was down.
You and me, Trez.
I can't give up on him.
Moore deserves the biggest shout out.
I can't never give up on him.
Yeah. You know, because that boy.
We had a good game, but like my partner said, he made one of the key points of the night, though, man. Hey, look at here, Kyle. Bring in Jeff. We do not need a third quarterback. I don't know what's on his damn mind to keep CJ on this roster. It doesn't make sense.
We got to bang it up.
And everybody for all that, all that talking about, Seattle pick him up and learn our play. I don't give a damn about all that, bro. This is football, X's and O's, man.
Yes.
CJ will be at the crib. Ain't no market for CJ. He'll be at the crib, bro.
And if you love him so much, have him move into your house and you can cuddle and kiss and hug him all day. But we ain't taking no roster spots with CJ. That's no, Kyle. So. All right,
Ronbo, but look, we still got the run at the middle, too. We were getting gas. We got to stop that run. DJ Jones wasn't doing shit up that middle. I don't see what he's supposed to be a run stop, and they keep kicking. They starting that shit again. They keep kicking Solomon Thomas on the outside. He's an inside player. Stop doing the dumb stuff. We did this stuff last year. I don't want to see this stuff last year. I want to see all new shit. We go, Ronbo.
All right, Trez. Trey, y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, God. Hey, are we bringing San Francisco in? Is this somebody else? Who is this? Because San Francisco just left.
This me. I thought I was gone, though. How I get up out of here? I thought I was gone. I'm on my lunch break at work.
I don't know.
I don't know. Listening every night, man.
Nobody's ever had this problem before. You know what? Hit the... Just hit your phone, maybe. I'm going to mute you out, and that'll help you out. All right? All right, fam.
All right.
San Francisco, Memphis, Tennessee. Hey, Ray. Yo. Oh, go to Daniel. Fam, it's funny. It's sloppy, and if 49ers go play sloppy football and still win, fam, that's the mark of a champion. Hey, Daniel.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Daniel, I'm telling you, man, man, that game was hard to watch. I was so worried we were going through all that suffering and pain to get that L at one point because I didn't think we could stop him from running. But now I realize, man, when it's that hot, this is when your running backs, hardcore running backs, can hurt you. And they almost did. But then they depended on Jameis to play quarterback. That's when they screwed up. But Daddy, what are your feelings on this game?
It started out offensively a little shaky. I think we all kind of expected that. And, Quan on D was lighting it up. I thought it was BS. They took him out of the game. I could see the 15-yard penalty, but it wasn't malicious.
Yeah, but you kick him out of the game.
Painful.
Right.
Is that what determines? A couple of other plays where 49er players got hit in the helmet by a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, and they didn't kick them out of the game.
Well,
so why did he kick out?
That's the thing. The ref has the option of throwing you out or not, right? If he thinks it's vicious, if it's done intentionally or malicious, that means you should be kicked out of the game. But obviously, he wasn't trying to hurt him. He was going down like he was. Why couldn't they call that into New York and let them make that call? I still understand why. This game meant so much to him, and they throw him out on a call like that.
Oh, it was garbage. But you know what? He walked away with the W, so I'm sure he's happy with that. He's a team player. He's not going to make it about himself, so he's just happy his team and his brothers won, and that's all that matters to him in the end, I'm sure.
That's true.
One thing I was happy to see, that three-headed monster of Bosa, Buckner, and Ford, man, they showed up.
Oh, that was grisly.
All those Bosa haters out there need to just shut up and watch and enjoy, I tell you.
It's going to get better,
he looked a little wobbly today. You could tell he didn't quite have his football legs under him because he would take a couple back angles. His feet, he was on skates a little bit.
Yep.
But, maybe he didn't have the right
shots
on or something.
Yeah. No, he missed a couple shots. He wouldn't know what I mean. He needed to come in a little wider leg at the time because he lost balance. When Winston shifted on him, he went down. I said, see, Nick's a little rusty. Okay, we know what we got here. This kid's going to be scary, dangerous when he gets back into game form. It could be another 2 or 3 weeks, but boy, I feel sorry. Yeah. You know who to feel sorry for, Daniel? Feel sorry for Baker Mayfield. Whatever he saw today pales in comparison as to what he's going to see in 3 weeks.
Oh, hell, I don't feel sorry for him. I look forward to laughing at him. I'm completely with the Rev. It's pain and punishment time. I want to see that. Let the dogs loose.
Oh, man.
But no, those 3 boys, they were nice today, and I'll be like you say, when Bosa gets his timing down, gets his football feet back, and those 3 get together and get into a rhythm, get to feel each other, know each other. Oh man, that defense is going to be lit.
And honestly, that was D Ford's D didn't do anything since what? May, June. He hasn't done a thing. So we saw 2 guys that need to polish up. When they get through polishing up, good Lord.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of polishing up, I got to give it up to Spoon today. I mean, I was one of those guys that said, Spoon, I got tired of him, but I can't put him down today. He played his butt off today. I got to give him his props.
And you know what? I just realized something, too. We're talking about edge. Armstead had a sack today. You know, I've been thinking once that front line defense comes together, look for Armstead to become a factor. He's got the ability to get the quarterback too. But if that defensive line is fully effective, there's no telling how many sacks the 49ers can accumulate in one game. Ooh.
Yeah, that's Zach Armstead got it. Him and Bosa. Bosa had the QB by the legs, and Armstead took him up top. That's what I think the one caller was talking about. That should be Bosa's
half a sack each. I agree.
Yeah, because Bosa had his ankles.
Yeah. That's Nick, man. Nick gets in there. Nick's got arms, don't he? Nick's got he's got Naval Bowman arms, you know? Look at Nick's arms.
He's an animal. He's an animal, man. I enjoyed it. That defense was fun to watch today. I absolutely loved watching that defense today, man. It was awesome. It's the first time since Patrick Wilson and Bowman were back that we've had something like this. I do wish we had a little bit better run stopping. Our run defense is a little shaky, at least from what I saw. Maybe it was late in the game, but even before, our run game is a little improvement. But maybe Quan will make that difference if he's in there.
Yeah, that was just a little bit. They've got to get that down. But Daniel Andre says Quan may be suspended. When did he start suspending people for that? I thought it was fine.
I don't think it would be. I don't think he suspended. I mean, that was in no way malicious hit. Now, if he's suspended, that's a complete injustice. I'm sure the NFLPA will get involved on that one. That was not a malicious hit by any means.
Yeah. Okay. Daniel Andre, I don't see anything like that listed. Where'd you get that? Anyway, I tell you what, I can't wait for next week. They're going to stay in the East, so they'll be more acclimated to the time. All right? And we're going to see what happens. We're going to go. Hey, Dan, let me see you tomorrow night if you get some time, all right?
All right, fam.
All
It was
right.
a good game today. We're 1-0. Let's go, Niners. Just keep it rolling.
Night, Daniel.
Right there.
Oh, God. I'm scared. I do not want Quan. Hey, David.
Ronbo.
Hey, fam. Oh, man. I'm looking. Daniel Andre has put up that Quan Alex. I was like, what? Come on. He didn't mean. You could tell it wasn't vicious or malicious. He went down the same time Jameis did. It was incidental contact. Do not. He cannot be suspended for that. But hey, David.
No, I don't think he's gonna get suspended. I mean, he just got to be more careful. You know how the refs are calling games nowadays.
Yeah. So I'm impressed with all. He just was so pumped up, Dave. He just wanted to play against his old team. That's all that mattered to him. So,
Yeah, but I just want to call in because the Cuzzo played well today, and all for all the haters hating on my boy.
Okay,
he sent me the text today. Yeah.
Spoon was
he
awesome.
sent me the text after the game. He said I could go ahead and call in and go ahead and let everybody know. But he been hearing all the hate, so he said, "What y'all got to say now?"
Hey,
my boy had 2 tackles. He had 2 tackles, 3 pass deflections, an interception for a touchdown, and he only gave up 2 catches for 28 yards. So, I mean, and he played against Mike Evans, even though Mike Evans was sick.
Dave, you also tell him I've been supporting him since last season when he was starting to look good. I was trying to tell people, listen, he's coming around. He's coming around. A lot of people didn't want to hear it. Now it's showing. Spoon is not the same Spoon as last year. He's looking good. He's going to grow from here, too. Oh.
Yeah, he knew that this was a big game for him because Verrett's right in the wings. He's biting at the heels right now. So, and then he was telling me that Verrett's already getting first team reps. So, I mean, he already knew that he had to have a big game. If he had any type of bad game, anybody would talk about him. He knew Verrett was coming in next week.
Ooh, good for him. Do not be beaten. Don't ever let anybody outwork you. I am proud of Spoon. I'm really delighted.
But that's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to call in and just, I was proud of my guy. He played well today. And then the O-line be fine. I think they only gave up 1 sack, so I mean nobody should be really worried about how the O-line played. They play, I mean they played against Sue and Vita Vea. Every time we try to run, I mean you see the linebackers, the rookie Devin White and Levante David, they would just shoot to the outside. So, I mean, there was really no gaps. You can't run up the middle against them boys. And every time, but Mostert was hitting, every time Mostert would see that Kittle would get that block on the outside, he would hit it on the outside and hit it. So, I mean, I like what I seen from the O-line. The O-line didn't really do too bad. They didn't give up too much pressure up the middle. They got stopped on runs, but at least they were like 1 or 2 yard runs. They weren't like negative runs.
And Breida, I want to see more from him. Like you say, though, their linebackers were pursuing the edges so well. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, if we go get Melvin Gordon, that'd be a big pickup.
No. That'll be a bank-breaking pickup. We're fine.
No.
I think Melvin. Yeah. Anyway, because Melvin Gordon wants Zeke. He wants Zeke money?
Yeah, he wants like $15 million. Yeah, he wants Zeke money.
Come on, Melvin. You good, but you ain't Zeke good. Come on now. Anyway. All right, fam.
I appreciate the time, Rombo.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Empire.
And give my best to Spoon. Tell him I've been supporting him the whole time.
I've been sending him texts saying I've been trying to get him to call in, but he said it doesn't work like that because he got to go through the team to go through interviews.
Yeah, I heard about that. And that's okay.
Yeah,
just send an Empire love to him. Ain't nobody hating on him now. All right.
No, I've been trying to get a jersey from him. So if I get a jersey from him, I'll send it to you, Rombo.
Oh, hey, I'll wear it to death too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send him a text to see if I can get a jersey from him, and I'll send it to you.
Hey,
All right, thanks,
David,
Ronbo.
have a good night, fam. He's got himself a spoon connection. Are you ready for that? Hey, Will. Yo, Will.
Hey, man. Hey, I got something to say.
Please, go right ahead.
Akello Weatherspoon, good job, man.
Spooning.
I apologize, bro. Hey, man. Hey, I'm real proud of you, man. You did your job, man. You did everything right. Proud of you, man. You deserve this moment that you had this evening, man. Good job, man. Hey, Ronbo, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Boyd and I got these names mixed up. Ford and Bosa is gonna be a problem.
Ain't they? And they ain't even ready yet. They ain't ready for prime time. They were just out there playing on just basic. That's who they are. Wait till they get ready to play. I mean, neither one of them had no preseason, and they came out there looking like that. 3-4 weeks from now, league should be on notice.
Everybody said 49 need a pad rush. Got a pad rush. 49 only got 2 turnovers last season, last in the league. How about we got 4 today? First game of the season.
And don't forget, 49ers got a shaky secondary.
Hey, look, we ought to be leading the league in turnovers starting right now.
Maybe.
So we had 4.
Maybe.
4, man.
We might be leading.
I'm telling you, man.
I gotta check the stats.
Man, this defense is something special, man. The defense is something special, man. I'm proud of the defense. I'm comfortable with it. Bosa gonna be fine. Bosa played a good game. He just gotta get adjusted to the game speed, but he coming along.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that play when Akello picked that ball up and took it to the house at the end of the game, D Ford had his hand on Winston's arm. That will force that pick.
That's what he brings to the table.
Man.
That's what he brings to the table.
This is what you get guys good money for. This is what you get good money for. You know what I'm saying? What they did to Quan Alexander was bull crap.
Oh man!
And I'm pissed off at that.
Everybody ought to send a notice into the league on that one. I think that's what I'm
Roger
going to.
Roger Goodell needs to be. He needs to be fine. I mean, he needs to be gone. He's the worst. He's the worst commissioner the NFL ever had. He's messing up the league, man. He really is. Nobody's talking about it, but I am.
Well,
Roger Goodell needs to go.
Doesn't he sit with a committee that comes up with them BS rules, though?
Well, all of them need to go.
Well, yeah.
One of them. Because they turning this NFL league into touch football, and I don't like it. So stuff, it needs to change, man.
It does.
Like all these penalties, man, for real. Now I gotta admit, some of the penalties that we made, we shot our own self in the foot. Us having flags does not need to be a problem for us this season. We don't have time for that. Ronbo, we could have had 50-some points today. 3 touchdowns got caught back.
We scored at will almost at one point. Notice that my little play on words? Scored at will.
Jimmy G could have had 3. Jimmy G could have had 3 touchdowns today.
Yep. People got mad at him.
Crazy, man.
People, somebody in chat, bring Nick Mullins in. Come on. That's not Jimmy's fault. Man, we had 2 penalties. We had Michael LaGlinty. We had Richie James did a great job today. There was other things going on. Jimmy's getting the ball to the guys. He had a couple of passes sail on him, but still, a year off.
We could have had over a little over 50 points today. We could have.
But over 300 yards for G.
So.
4
but
touchdowns.
Yeah, man, the offense did decent. The O-line needs to get themselves together on the run game. They got to. We can't be doing this all season. And Kyle Shanahan needs to quit running the ball on 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 3. You need to run a few RPOs. You need to run some crossing routes. Some where the receivers can get separation to catch the ball and get past the first down line. We can't be running dives all the time. That don't make no sense.
Because it's
3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, man. I mean, because the Tampa Bay linebacker eating that up all day long.
We got to go. But you saw when he finally went downfield, what happened? Richard James picked that stuff off and ran on into the end zone. See that, Kyle? And anyway, they'll work it. They're watching film. They'll work it out. Right.
Yeah, man. Everybody, but shout out to you, Ronbo, man.
Thanks,
Everybody
man.
celebrate this. Everybody celebrate this moment tonight because we gotta humble ourselves back down. We gotta come back down to earth because we got Cincy, and Cincy put up a fight against Seattle today. So
I know.
we need to
Scary.
we need to just focus on Cincinnati now. So all right, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT family, player partner Dre, Trey Trez, Big Show, Russo, Jay Lewis, man, Red 49 Hits, Daniel, all them guys, man. Shout out to the Nighthawk fan club, Rico, Jersey Joe, Kenny, all them boys, man. F the Rams, Rudy. They lost the Super Bowl, and they rolled. All right, Romo.
All right, fam. Have a good night. See you tomorrow, Will. Yeah. Hey, Curtis, thanks. Curtis says no A.J. Green next week, and Joe Mixon got injured today. The only thing is, I want the 49ers to beat these teams straight up. I don't want nobody to say, we didn't have this, we didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Because the 49ers are gradually, week after week, all the little mistakes are getting ironed out. They're going to look like a 10-6 team probably by next week. If they get past the Browns, they could look like an 11-5 team. Kenny, come on in, fam.
Ronbo!
Yes.
Hey, William Irv just said it, man. The NFL still hates our team, man. Hey, that score should have been 52-17. We had 3 touchdowns called back. So anyone saying that our offense was not good today, man, go look at the game again. We had 3 touchdowns called back on stupid-ass plays.
Yeah.
So anyone saying that our offense ain't gelling, it's gelling. Yeah. It just don't look as good as you think it should. So,
yeah. And if it wasn't for like you're saying, though, not for the flags, it's a route.
Props to Will, man. He's the first one to bring it up so far tonight. Hey, the NFL still hates us, man. Hey, we got 3 minutes. So as far as offense goes, big props to our O-line, man. Our offensive line stepped up today, man, and I didn't expect that. So
you see,
defense.
I told you. I said, you guys, you haven't seen that offensive line in a real situation yet. They're not going to let Jimmy get killed, and they do great with the run block. Where I was shocked is they kind of struggle a little bit on the run block. But Todd Bowles, being the genius he is, he knew just what to do. He flooded the edges all the time. Okay.
Yep.
That's okay. And they couldn't move the interior. Man.
As far as defense goes, that hit, that ejecting Quan Alexander out of the game, that was another move from the NFL. Take him out of the game, whatever, man. That was a bullshit call.
It was.
And
you had to kick him out.
You know what?
That.
There's a player no one's talking about, dude, and it's Jaquaski Tart. There was 3 to 4 plays where they did blitz packages, and within a half a second after the ball was snapped, Jaquaski Tart was in the backfield of the Bucs running after Jameis Winston.
I know. I saw him chase him out. I saw that.
Yeah.
This attack is so different.
Big ups to Tart, man. Hey, I'm going to eat crow. I wanted Josh Allen, but Bosa, man, he's the real deal, dude. Bosa, D. Ford. And you know what? Richard Witherspoon and Richard Sherman, baby. Hey, the fantastic duo. Hey, I'm serious, man. But you know what? Hey, I'm going to call somebody out tonight, man, and that's the NFL. You know what? The NFL, I don't know what you got against the 49ers, but you know what? I got 5 words for the NFL right now. Can you see us now? You see us now, baby? Woo! You try to take Quan Alexander out of the game. You try to throw all these flags at us and take 3 touchdowns away from us, and we still came out with a W, baby. That's how we do it. San Francisco. Let's go. Off to Cincinnati to kill some Tigers, baby. Hit squad. Let's go. San Francisco 13-3 because we got Jimmy G.
Yeah. Get awesome. Oh, I cannot wait. Hey, Itchy Chitty Kojak mentions a name. Zacha. Was he's a shiznit tonight too, Kenny? Yeah, I forgot. We haven't said enough about Zacha. Was all over the place. That pick. Zacha had 1 INT. I see some of his other stats. this defense is just pressure rich. And fam, this is week 1. You've not seen a thing. Mark!
Ronbo with the man, the myth, the 49er fan legend, Ronbo Sports.
And my main man, Mark. Mark, your observations on tonight's game.
Man, it was good. It was, man, if you got anxiety, bro, it's not. This game was, a little up and down, but
it was
moments
scary.
where I'm happy and moments where I'm mad, but overall we won, so it's all good.
And you know what? Are you going to get mad next time, Mark? You know what I'm thinking? Soon, like the Patriots and Packers and some of these other great teams.
Yeah, you want to get to the point you trust the team, Ronbo. You trust the process, and that's where we want to get to. We have to get to that point where we just ride with it and roll. Because I got my opinions on Shanahan and how he called the game. But they won, so what the hell is my opinion? You know what I mean? So, overall, man, and Trey, man, he took what I wanted to say. Man, Fred Warner, he wasn't getting the love. Fred Warner was huge today, bro.
He was awesome. He was awesome.
He had two hit him with the club twice, knocked the ball out twice.
And the thing is, you're watching also the education of Dre Greenlaw. It was fun to watch him because I could tell he was freaking out a little bit, and he looked like he screwed up on a couple of plays. But I seen him also look like he was confident. As I kept watching the 57, and I said, okay, he's getting it now. He'll get it. It must be a little freaky to come on that big stage all of a sudden. Because, he didn't see Quan going out of the game like that, right? So when Quan comes back, Fred starts to excel to the next level. It just goes on and on. Pretty soon.
Yeah, less teaching he got to do. He can just do him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to coach everybody else. And then my guy, man, Richie James. I've been saying it in the chat. Richie James, to me, I know, what's his name? Trey said it's Debo. And I can see that, but I think Richie James is the best receiver on this team, man. He just don't get the chances. He don't get the touches. He needs touches and chances.
Or the respect, maybe from Shanahan.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You don't know a star until he gets a chance to do it. That's the only way you find out who the star is. And that's my only qualm with Shanahan is, bro, let stars be stars. You get hung up on C.J. Beathard's and you get hung up on these names and guys that you got these personal attachments to. It's stars on this team, man. And good thing he's doing what he's doing, so I'm happy. But he's a star, man.
Because Mark, if Coach sits down and he talks to Richie James, okay, you know what? You look really good out there tonight, and I'm going to start leaning on you a little heavier. Are you ready for that? You know how that would spark him up.
Right.
And in the meantime, Dante Pettis, I really want to know where his head is. Why is I need more aggression from him. He's still probably the most skilled wide receiver the 49ers have, but he doesn't have the mindset, the kill in him.
Right. He doesn't have it.
Yeah. God.
And then people get mad at it's not him. That's just not him. No, that's football, damn it.
Yeah, right.
You ain't got to be a killer to go play. That's football. I don't care what the punter got to have an attitude.
Assert yourself.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's football, man. So, and, man,
Hargraves,
who else was it?
Mark, you seen Hargraves. Hargraves couldn't guard not one receiver we had. All you got to do is run a route on him. He's going to get flagged just about every time. Dante, take him to school. Oh, God.
Man, I remember I need a quick installment real quick.
You got it?
The quick one.
And a post-game installment. Let me holler at you.
Hey, Nick Bosa, man, and this is on behalf of everybody who either doubted. I wasn't saying I didn't want you. I wasn't sure. Who doubted, wasn't sure, uncertain, had anything bad to say about you, bro. Welcome to the 49er squad, man. I ain't got nothing else to say about you, bro. You did your thing. He's his rookie, so just watching him and D Ford come around the corners together and watching that pass rush, even when they didn't make the sack, you have to watch that. Even when you don't make the sack, there's bad throws happening because Winston's jumping up he's climbing the pocket when he don't got to climb the pocket. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just because it's just, man, just having him. So, to Bosa, man, on behalf of everybody who doubted you, didn't know, hey, man, welcome to the squad, bro.
Yeah,
so we're delighted.
I want to hear. Mark, that's awesome, fam. All right. Mark?
I'll be back tomorrow. I got some
for you.
words from Kyle. It ain't all positive, but, we got to move forward. But I'll be back tomorrow.
I can't wait to see his press conference. You're right. All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right. You too.
And I got to tell you, fam, here's going to be a funny thing about it. Kyle's going to have an explanation for everything he knows we saw. Hey, David.
What's going on, Ronbo?
David, man, it's like tonight we're sitting there. We're still waiting for Real Talk Perez to make his stunning
he's not going to
appearance.
show up.
Yeah, I don't know where he is, but I know where his social media is, and I'm going to spend the rest of my evening after we get through talking here over there.
Yeah, he's probably off. There's a vacancy there. He's not there anymore right now at this point in time, but it's okay. It happens. He was probably sweating like Mark Zuckerberg at the time that they were questioning him. The Fed.
Perez, don't be scared. Come on in.
Number 111. Caleb, man, I knew it. The guy could ball, man. He could play. And people are going to go, you're just saying that because Ronbo's backing him up and Caleb's cousin. No, look back at all the times I've talked to you in the past. I've always liked the guy. Even when he was getting beat up and burned, I said, you know what? He's just not meshing with the defense. Maybe he doesn't like the scheme, his frustration. The pass rusher wasn't there. So I was like, I'm not too worried about it. He was definitely an upgrade from Robinson. Remember Robinson, the Mantis? Remember that cornerback that we had?
Yes.
That guy couldn't get – he started off good, and then he got into kind of the same space that Caleb got into, but he never got out of it.
I knew it.
And Akilo did it. He did a 180 and came back. And they're going to have rough games, man, but he's a good corner. He's really good. I think he's good. And when I saw him starting, I said they didn't just put him out there for nothing. I know Verrett's still kind of, he's still out. He's still hurt. But they could have put somebody else. They could have put Quan. They could have put somebody else to start. But they put Akilo, and I said he's going to be just fine, man. He's going to be fine. I'll tell you what. We didn't really look good on all facets, but I'm not saying that as a negative. That's scary. That's scary.
Absolutely, that's true.
If we look like that, and we can win somewhere else with the heat, with the fans against you, that means you got it, man. You finally got it. You finally got it. You got what you wanted to get done, and it's there. You've arrived. Now just sharpen it up. Mm-hmm. You got everything in place.
And they
You're
will
ready
too.
to go.
Kyle's not to stand for some of the things he saw tonight. They will be sharp.
No.
And by
he
the
was pissed.
Yes.
He was
and
pissed.
wait till they play the Bucs.
Oh yeah. He was kind of telling Jimmy. You could see him kind of telling him, hey, those, he was giving him his earful.
He was shouting at him.
That's good.
I saw that.
He was doing a Belichick. That's what he was doing. He was doing that, and that's good. That's what you need.
Gotta do it.
But that's good, man. And the defense looks wonderful. Bosa, he's still raw.
Oh.
He's still raw. I mean, he got natural technique, but he's still raw. He's going to put more weight on. Next year, he's going to come back even better. It's scary, man.
Dave, if he puts more weight on, Bosa's already carrying around, looks like 2 large roast on his arms. I mean, I look at Bosa. Bosa's got Navarro Bowman arms, man. And he's already got tree trunks for legs. I said, man.
I mean, that guy, he's gonna get better. He's gonna be like a J.J. Watt, man.
Yep.
He's gonna be good.
Yeah, he just needs a little while to get used to the league. Dave's absolutely right.
And about Pettis,
yeah,
he'll get around, man. He'll get around. Everybody's stop doing this to the Staleys and to the Kalos and to the Pettises. These guys will be fine, man. They're going to break out. Not every player shines up every single game. It happens, man. Last year he was balling out, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's one of the best. He's the best receiver ever."
Yeah, that's true.
He's had a rough. We don't know what's going on. So also, he will get there. He'll be fine. I think we hit it. We're there.
I know. And you also hit it by saying the 49ers went in against an incredible amount of adversity. They flew from the West Coast to the East Coast in the extreme heat and humidity. They dealt with a defensive line that was not anticipated. They dealt with a game. The referees did everything they could to stop them. They came out of that game with a W. Ho!
Yep, exactly. And when one of your the star linebacker, it's his first game, and he's the leader of that defense, man. He comes out, and they take him out of the equation, and your team still rallies without him being there. That's scary.
They
That's
got character,
phenomenal.
Dave. The character's building up. Dave, we got to go, though. Let me see
No
tomorrow.
problem. All right, guys. Hey, fam, keep the spirits up. We played like crap, and we still kick some ass. That's freaking awesome. Akela Witherspoon, mic drops later.
Yo. He's so right. Spoon. I'm so proud of Spoon, man. And Curtis McLeod, nicknamed Sack Francisco. Oh, man. Thanks for the contribution, Phil. Hey, Lewis. Come on in and let's do some gloating, man.
Yo, Ronbo.
Oh, by the way, Lewis, let me make an announcement.
What's up, Ronbo? As
Salvador Babriscas reports, Real Talk Perez went live after the game as well. He was making excuses and was in denial the whole video. And
I bet he was. Sounds like a Buccaneers fan.
Sal,
thing to do.
Tag me, Sal. I'll be right over afterward. Okay.
So what happened? He said that. I remember when he came out. He said Mike Evans said that Richard Sherman was Mike Evans' favorite defender. Well, it didn't look like that today. I understand he was dealing with an illness, but trust me, even if Richard Sherman was hurt or at least 80%, he's still going to give it his all and try to lock down the best. He's not going to complain and sit on the sideline. Oh man, I can't be here. Well, then you should have never suited up. Like my coach always says, if you're injured, then you shouldn't be out on the field. That's just how he always taught us. Hey, if you're injured, then you shouldn't be out on the field. If not, then you give me 100%. So,
and don't say nothing about it after the game either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Don't complain about it after when you knew damn well when you suited up, you was already not 100%. But, Ronbo, a couple things I want to address. I'm giving the game balls to two players, and it's not going to be Nick Bosa or D Ford. It's going to actually be one of them is going to be Fred Warner. Hankering and holding down that linebacker position. Not only did he force 2 fumbles, but he was out everywhere around the ball. Looking like Charles Tillman out there, peanut packer punch out there, popping balls out.
You see the perfect fist?
Everything he could. Yeah, he did it twice. One of them, the center recovered it, and the other one, it fell like right in the Ronald Bell's stomach, and he fell over. Like I'm just telling you, like the way Fred Warner plays the game, it's so like instinctive, and he has such high IQ. Like he knows what to do in every situation. And then the other game ball I'm going to give it to is none other than Contavious Moore, due to the fact that not only did he have 2 touchdown-saving tackles on Ronald Jones, but he also had that pass breakup against Brake where that would have been a touchdown.
Oh, he deserved that
touchdown, the game
too.
In their favor. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And like Moore was looking at his eyes and just said, nope, let me go ahead and take this. Almost took it back to 6. But he dropped it, and that's why he's not a risk. Oh, it was. He was the fastest player on that field. But unfortunately, he's not a wide receiver, so that's why he's a defensive back, because he can't catch.
He's got to get in the jugs machine.
Yeah, but he will. But those two are my highlights. Just watching the game, just watching Moore be the free safety that we need. I'm really liking it. I'm really liking his coverage instincts. Run, obviously, he's not the biggest dude, and he's definitely not going to be the strongest guy, but I seen him in there, just trying to make plays wherever he could. Like I said, that pass breakup on the defensive line and his coverage, just trying to hawk or, give safety help to either Witherspoon or Sherman was, key plus thing. As far as Jimmy Garoppolo, shaky, a little rough start, shaky start, but I'm not really too concerned. Hasn't really played live 100% football. Like I said, that preseason game that we saw, it was just to give us some hope. But, it ain't nothing like when the games actually matter and count.
When a game plan against you and everything else. Exactly.
Right, exactly. So it's good to see him, dust some of the rust off and go ahead and get some key drives. But, Ronbo, I called this yesterday. I didn't want 49er fans to get frustrated when we were like, why the hell are we running it on 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2? Why aren't we running some play action? Yeah. I knew Kyle Shanahan would do this simply due to the fact to get used to the heat and go ahead and try to wear out that defense to keep them on their toes. Because if you remember, when we came out of half, you had Matt Breida had 3 rushes for 30 yards.
Yep.
He was rushing for a first down every time, simply due to the fact that he was keeping the defensive honest, whether to either you're going to respect our pass game or play action, or, we're just going to go ahead and hit some stretches. But you were right, Ronbo. Breida definitely did miss some holes, but what the key stretches that started working was when they started running off the tackles and not in between the guard and the tackles. That's when I think we started gashing them pretty good. But yeah, Ronbo, other than that, I think that's good. Shout out to Witherspoon, Ronbo. Yeah. You're right. He looks improved, Ronbo.
I told you. You know
Ronbo,
what?
I need to see it for a whole season, Ronbo.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna say it was 50. It was right. It was 50 Witherspoon, because I seen him break on some balls and he played really good. As like the last caller said, after that interception, I saw him break on some balls and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take some risks," because I noticed we have a real pass rush, and I think that's what goes hand in hand, and people don't realize that pass rush helps coverages.
Yes.
Simply due to the fact that they start breaking and timing routes. They want exactly because they know they won't get beat. So that it just goes in hand. But Ronbo, hey, the defense looked real. The defense kept us in. I know. So hopefully everybody caught what I said and I didn't talk too fast. But shout out to my TNT brothers, Trey, Dre, Will, Trez, Russo, Jerry Fresh, Big Show. Love those guys, TNT and Ronbo. Hey, thank you for always having an outlet for us, and a place to call home for us 49ers fan, Ronbo. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. To people to voice our opinions, and I love you for that, Ronbo, and forever,
pure
always
pleasure
on this journey of life. But thank you, Ronbo, and appreciate you, man. And it's been real, it's been true. It's your boy Lewis, Ronbo.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Love you back, fam. I'll see you tomorrow too. All right. Yeah. All right, let's go get Tyler. Well, it's not that late, Tyler. This is good. Hey, Tyler.
Ronbo, my dude.
Hey. Well, Tyler, chalk up game.
How's it feel to get a week 1 win?
God, it feels good. You got to have a week 2, Tyler. We've had a week 1 win. Remember we had with Jimmy Tom
Check
Sula?
this out. Check this out, man.
Go ahead.
You know how the media always be hating on us and stuff?
Yeah. They're still going to do it.
Well, right now, did you hear what happened with Arizona and all that?
No. I thought they lost.
Arizona was down by 18 in the fourth quarter. They came back and tied it up. It went to overtime, and they tied. They tied Detroit. So everyone in the NFC West is 1-0 except for Arizona. Arizona's 0-0-1. Now, the fact that everyone's 1-0, when I went on Google, they put us in first place after they calculated the stats and everything, and like all the whatever analytical stuff they do. So technically, right now, we're in first place in the division.
I like that.
Ahead of the Rams, ahead of the Seahawks. Now, people don't think that's that big a deal. But here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. Next week, we play Cincinnati. Now, Andy Dalton looked really good this week. He looked really good. But the Seahawks don't have dual pass rushers like we do. They don't have Buccaneers in the middle.
Yep.
So we're going to be putting a lot more pressure on Andy Dalton to make those throws. And also, here's another thing. We have Cincinnati. Compared to the teams that the Seahawks and Rams are playing next week, we ought to win this one. And then the Rams play New Orleans next week. New Orleans is going to be mad. They're going to try to get that.
Somebody could get getting hurt in that game. You're right.
Yeah, it's at L.A., though, but still. And then after that, Seattle next week, they play a difficult team. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Baltimore?
Seattle plays Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Pittsburgh's got to do the West Coast swing. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's not looking too good right now, but they're playing the Patriots, so we'll kind of give them a pass. But, I think Pittsburgh will beat Seattle.
Hey, Tara, one question. Is Antonio Brown, is he in a Patriots uniform already?
No, he's not allowed to play because he didn't sign before 3 p.m. yesterday. He can play next week, but not this week.
Yeah.
But, I think the Steelers will beat Seattle next week, and then we'll beat the Bengals, and then the Rams will lose to New Orleans. So if those things happen, we'll have a quick little jump on the division.
Yeah.
So that would be good for us. And then we play Pittsburgh, and that'll be our home opener. So if we go, like I said, if we go into our home opener juiced up with a couple wins, we could beat Pittsburgh, So
listen,
it's exciting.
Yes, that Steelers are not That's not the same Steeler teams was dominated down through the middle through 2000. That's what I keep saying. Come on, man. You know, people overrating the Rams who survived the Panthers because the Panthers played stupid football, something like what we play, but we got away with it today. I said, you know what? I'm sorry. The Rams aren't that kind of dominating. And the Steelers, same thing. You can't lose that many star players and still stay afloat.
I'm sorry, man, but Mr. Goff, you're in trouble.
Oh, that's not a franchise quarterback. They're going to pay. How much is he getting paid? Oh.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. We won the game today. We had 3 interceptions already eclipsing what we did last year. Now, here's the thing. Bosa and D Ford were putting that heat on. They're not even 100% in sync yet.
Oh.
And then, Kawhi got ejected too, and we only gave up 2 offensive. We gave up 10 points on defense, which I didn't know that Jimmy would throw a pick 6. My prediction was 31-10, but Jimmy threw a pick 6.
Yeah.
So that kind of added on to it. So it's 31-17. So I was close, but I had 31-10. So technically, and plus 3 touchdowns got called back. If we don't make those mental errors, we wouldn't even. We would be much more satisfied with what happened today.
Oh yeah.
But Kittle would have had 2 touchdowns, and Mostert would have had 1.
Yeah.
So if you watch those things on film, then we look a lot better than we're getting credit for.
I agree. Tyler, we're going to stop. As you know, we're keeping it short tonight because we got a lot of people. Tomorrow night, Tyler, come on back for Raw. All right?
Yeah, I'm excited. Cincinnati, we better win. We got to keep stacking these wins. Oh, don't forget. Okay, I'm about to go.
Real quick.
All right, this is my exit. Don't forget what Richard Sherman said. Getting these wins, stay humble, keep your mouth shut, just enjoy it. It's going to be a fun ride. We're going to smack people in the mouth. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Sherman, vintage, pick 6. Kello, congratulations. Jimmy, we're going to get better. You're going to drop 3 touchdowns on Cincinnati next week.
Tyler, hurry.
Pipe, bro.
Like Tyler. But 408, hello. 408, hello. All right. Okay, we're not going to wait. We're just getting, wait, people wait. You got Silvio? Hey, Silvio!
Ronbo.
Silvio! So we're sitting there. Yeah, we're sitting here having fun tonight behind a game that we played. We played like ass about at least 30% of the time. I mean, Silvio, Robbie Gould actually missed the first field goal. Granted, it was a long field goal. That just shows you how game we played. What if we played real 49er football? Because all those guys are better than what we've seen tonight. You know, even D Ford and Nick Bosa are going to look a lot better in a couple of weeks. They haven't played all preseason long, and they look like that. You know, and the offense with Jimmy G, that's got to get crisper, and it will, because he hasn't played in over here. You know, he's a little bit here and there, but that's not the same as a real game. So, Silvio, how you feeling about this 49ers football team?
And you know how I felt about it. That's the first time I called in. You know that I never downed Akilla Witherspoon. I just said he had a bad game the last time we played the Bucs. This time he showed up. I had talked to him. I was big on Witherspoon. I always liked Witherspoon. I ain't faking no funk. I think that, let me give you an update. MRI for Tubman Coleman. He's walking around in a boot.
Oh.
He left the game with a boot. So
he's out for next week then.
He's going to get it. Yes, sir. But next man up, Jeff Wilson.
Yeah. And we could use Jeff Wilson around the goal line. Let him have it. Jeff Wilson and slamming through the middle. Talk about a north-south runner. Jeff Wilson is all of that.
Like Frank Gore? Like Frank Gore?
Well, not quite like that good, but he could still get it done.
Hey, you can't doubt the man. But I'm gonna tell you like this. So I accept that win because, like I always say, defense wins games.
And it did.
You got that.
Wow.
Remember, I said you'd rather pick up Nick Bosa than pick up Quinn Williams because Quinn Williams wasn't showing up over there today.
Well, see, I've been
he
noticing
wasn't showing up, and
since
Bosa
preseason.
was showing up. He did.
Yep.
Yeah, and Nick Bosa was getting back there. Okay, let me give you his stats: 1 sack, 2 quarterback hits. And I think it was when I seen it was like 4 quarterback pressures. He pressured. There's a couple of times where he could have had him, but he slipped up.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
he had him right by Winston. Winston juked him, and he went down. Right, that'll get better though. He's just not. This is NFL speed. It's a little different.
I think he didn't want to tweak his ankle. You know what I mean? So he just stopped. He didn't want to hurt himself. You got to remember he has an ankle injury, and it's not 100%. So he's not going to want to injure himself because if you go back to his college days, you will see that he was making those cuts. The quarterback will cut, and he'll cut with him and then wrap him up.
Mm-hmm.
People got to understand that he still has a high ankle.
Right. You're right. I forgot all about that. Yep.
Yeah, you forget all about that because this win is all in everybody's head. But my hat's off today to for Moore, from Artis Moore. Nobody's giving him praise, giving him the hat. But I'm giving him the hat because he read that play like a true safety. He read the quarterback's eye. He knew that guy was going to come in on a slant, and he jumped the gun, just like Weatherspoon did and like how Sherman did. They read it and they jumped the ball. Well, my hat's off to Arias Moore. He saved the game for us.
Damn.
I think he saved the game. Everybody's saying Weatherspoon, yeah, because he scored that and they put us up 2. But if you look at it, that 4th down play was crucial.
And it was all around. The secondary, as I said, everybody says, man, the 49 defense looks good, this looks good, but I don't know about that secondary. I don't know if the secondary is trash. Because people thought the secondary was just going to be awful. I didn't think it was going to be really
trash.
Awful. Yeah.
It's not trash. It's not trash,
at all.
Ronbo.
Right.
I said it. We don't need no big names back there. We need people that's going to play. Because you see what big name players do. They sit there and they get traded twice. How Antonio Brown get fired on his day off, like on Friday? How you get fired, Craig, on your day off?
We gotta go.
I'll make it short.
Oh yeah, because we gotta go.
Make it short, so next week we should beat Cincinnati.
I hope.
Because they only lost by 1 point to Seattle. We should win our division because the Carolina Panthers almost beat the Rams, and then the Cardinals suck. We shouldn't lose to those dirty birds. And I'm out, Ronbo. I love what you do, man. And
thanks, Silvio. I tell you
all
what,
right,
fam.
hats off to Morris Moore. All right, man.
Get some time. See you tomorrow, okay?
All right, I will.
All right. Night,
All
Silvio. And we,
yeah,
we hustle out to the East Coast. Demetrius.
Ronbo, what's going on, bro?
D, man. As I was watching the game, I was frustrated like I always do. I was angry. I was excited. You go through all these roller coaster of emotions. And then when you sit back and reflect, wow, what a game. That was really special.
Yes, sir.
And especially for a team that's trying to get in the groove, we saw that. They're not quite fully ready yet, but fortunately they got to play Tampa Bay for the first game. Now, next week it may be a little more difficult. They should be a little beyond what they are now, and they want to go through the travel to East Coast, and they should be acclimated to the time and the food and the water and everything. So they should be ready.
Yeah, already know, man.
Yeah.
Nah, they should be, Ronbo. They should be. Shit, man. They played good. They played all right. Like I said, man, I put it in the chat, man. I posted like San Fran ain't the first half team. We're a second half team.
Yeah, they proved that.
I don't know why. Every time we travel, that's how it'll be. I guess they got to wake up. You know what I mean?
Kyle has to evaluate defenses, I think. You know what? I think Kyle looks at the defense and sees what they're doing, and then he figures out how to exploit them and makes halftime adjustments. I think that happens a lot,
it's like
actually.
playing possum. Yeah, they playing possum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now I'm happy for the win, man. Jimmy G look like Jimmy G's supposed to look right now. Like Tampa Bay, we slept on a little bit. Their defense, our line is okay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I give them that.
Other than that, though,
Their
they
secondary's a comedy team, though. Hargraves, man, they could have threw a flag on him on every play, Demetrius. They gave him a break a few times.
He was straight garbage, Ronbo. He was straight garbage, man. That kid was straight garbage. Like, no good. But like I said, man, Jimmy G did his thing. They should just keep Mostert as a starter, man.
Ain't he good? I have liked him since
that
last year.
That boy good, man.
He might get
run
hurt.
Like
he has a tendency
he run
to get
like
hurt.
He trying to get somewhere.
Don't he?
Yeah, he run like he trying to get somewhere. Yeah,
examining them
talk,
holes.
Man.
He's patient. He waits for an opening.
Him and Brady, man.
Yeah.
And if they bring Jeff Wilson back, that's a great thing too.
I think so because Devin's going to be in a cast. I mean, not a cast, but he's wearing a walking boot, so they got to take some back straights. I imagine if it's not a high ankle sprain, he'll be back in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think it happened in the first game, so they're just trying to play it safe. You know what I mean? So I think it'll be A-okay. You know what I mean? But like I said, overall, I give us with all them penalties tonight, man, Ronbo, we getting I don't know, man. We getting a C tonight, but I'm happy for the win.
You know, that's all you
know what I mean?
Because
we got
to sloppy.
We got to improve. Everything we messed up on tonight, it got to be 10 times better next week. Cause everybody's saying, and I just seen the highlights. Cincinnati didn't look too bad tonight. So
I knew it. I'm gonna watch that game later.
Step it up.
I was just glad to see Richard Sherman grab that ball and run back. I mean, when
Uncle
Rich got him a pick six.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna pull a hamstring, man. I thought he was gonna pull a hamstring, Ronbo.
I thought he stepped out of bounds because he was too big a hurry to get down there. I was getting worried about that.
Yeah.
Rich, keep in bounds, man.
Yeah.
Refs didn't see it? Okay, good.
That defense balled out, man. We only gave up 10 points, man. That's what it do, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Ronbo, man, if we can hold teams to that, come on,
that
man.
offense is going to come around.
Come on.
It is.
Yeah, we got all those touchdowns called back on us, man. So come on, Ronbo. If we could do that every week, throw up 50 points every week, watch out, man. Watch out. We got something special brewing, man. They better watch out. Tampa Bay already wearing my pot for my stew. So that's my first ingredient. Tampa Bay getting cooked right now. Yes, sir. Yo, Ronbo, man, I love you, man. Thank you. Man, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, man. And the Empire, man. Everybody, man. Be safe out there, man.
Baby, good time.
Sir,
we'll be here tomorrow. All right.
I'll be there, man. I'll be there.
Yeah. Looking for you. Night. And let's move over to the Iron Sheik.
Ronbo, we finally got that dub, baby.
On the East Coast.
What's going on, man?
Yeah. They say we can't win. We haven't won a game in the East Coast. I think Barack Obama was president since the last time we brought it on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh.
That's great, Ronbo.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Curtis McLeod. Nick Bosa was limping off the field at the end of the game. Did you see that?
He was, but then they had the interview about it, and he said he's fine. He's just sore.
Yeah,
he's his first game pretty much play.
Yeah.
So he hasn't really played a whole game. So
especially at high speed. Nick's going to be sore. Sore. Oh, is he going to be sore tomorrow? You can lift and do everything you want to do. You can ride the bike for 3 hours. There's nothing like game speed action. Your muscles do a lot of different things that you cannot exercise and do. So if Nick is limping, if he says he's not all right, he probably is. He's probably feeling soreness, tightness. So he needs to be in game shape.
His new best friend is going to be the ice pack, man. That's what's going to happen, Ronbo. But Ronbo, man, it is so exciting. Finally get the dub, man. Kyle Shanahan knows that's started over there in Tampa Bay. And he knows, obviously he was there and played in Atlanta as a coach over there. So he knows that ground. So he knows the players over there, certain players. He knows, obviously, Evans. He played against Winston. So he knows a lot of things. And the pressure was great. Great. A dominant defense.
And nobody flinched. I just glad when they get more efficient. You know, we had some guys messing up on offense tonight that I know can play a lot better. And I want to see Dante, please, get involved. I know, I like people said, you know what? Don't worry about Dante. He'll be fine. That's probably true. So, you know.
I haven't seen Dante Pettis. I was telling the guys on the Nile fan club, I was like, was he there in the third quarter, fourth quarter? Because I didn't see him. I see Kenneth Bourne, I see Debo, I see like running backs, and I was like, what is going on here?
I think Kyle gets frustrated with Dante. I really do. You know what? He could have been in the game. I think Kyle likes the aggressiveness of Debo, so he keeps him out there. You know, and of course Goodwin's going to be out there because that's usually Jimmy's guy. But he's got to get their chemistry's not right now. And then, of course, you got George Kittle. Yeah. And Richie James is about to be the go-to guy. Watch and see.
Oh, Richie James.
That's crazy.
Richie James, man. He's been proving it, Ronbo. He's been saying it, doing it for the preseason. And all the doubters that thought that he's not going to make it, he did. He made it, and he got the first touchdown for us in the 49ers 2019 season. And, you know, let me give him some game balls as well, Ronbo.
Please, go ahead.
You know, a lot of people didn't say his name, you know, and I myself, I need to say his name correctly, and we're going to be saying it most of the time this season. Zacha.
Yeah.
He made two key plays. Not that INT, that punt block. That was key. Man. When they were that was beautiful, Rom. That was key for starting the scoring process that we're doing, a domination of defense and this and that. Man, it was it was beautiful, Rombo. That guy is a great special teamer. Now he's going to fill in. He filled in with Alexander was missed. It's great, Rama. And I also want to give a game ball to Nick Bosa. You know, was it 2 or 3 quarterback hits? First sack.
Yeah,
Big
one
Show.
sack. Mm-hmm.
Big Show, can you give him some love, please?
I thought Shaw has already acknowledged Bosa. I thought he already did. I'm not sure.
I haven't heard.
I can't remember. I thought he did. People started to do that, and I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, but let me just say, Kittle, man, he had 10 targets, and a lot of the NFL teams are going to be looking at this and go, okay, we had to double cover this and Kittle a lot, and then with the other guys like Debo and Bourne and a good one, they must have better routes. But I also wanted to say to Rombo, I don't know if it's all right if I could do a roasting, Rombo. No, there's not hollering. But Perez, are you still here? Are you gonna call in and take the L, or you just buck the hell out of here? What's going on here, Perez?
Actually, I understand he is actually waiting, and
he is waiting.
Yeah.
So, Perez, so you said that Sherman was the only defensive player. Let me give you some names. D. Ford, Nick Bosa, Buckner. Oh, man, and obviously
it goes on.
And Fred Warner.
We're going to send him. We're going to list them on his social media so he can memorize them, commit them to memory. We got to go.
He's gonna eat crow. Just eat that and enjoy that.
Yeah. See where to go.
Is that Perez?
Yeah, that's probably him. That's Bill. We're gonna go, Sheik, before I pass out. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, okay?
All right. Hey, Cole, hit that like for Rumble Sports.
Hey.
And Perez, take the L. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt. This is faithful to Empire, baby. We are better than you. 31-10. Take that pick 6 and take that L and go home. Good night,
Sheik, it's Bill. That's not Perez. All right.
Oh, that's Bill?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought it was Perez. My bad. But
Perez is on the phone. He heard you. All right, fam. Let me see tomorrow, Sheik.
Right.
Oh, God. I'm yelling my brains out there in the game. I'll pass it out. Hey, Bill, come on in, man.
What I got to tell you, you have not even caught on. I haven't even heard anybody mention Jalen Hurts.
Well, Jalen's...
I haven't even heard.
Hey, we are just starting. Okay, we won this, and we are just starting, dude. All right, the cream of the crop hasn't even come out,
Hey, good
and
point.
everybody's excited.
And Trent
I'm gonna tell
Taylor,
you something.
he'll add another dimension. Yeah. We got weapons.
And I haven't even got. And by the way, you may not like it, but we may be getting Melvin Gordon.
No, we're not.
It's been talked too
No.
much talk, and I'm on a link where the guy has been talking about it. Possibly,
No.
if he takes a cut, he wants to be a Niner.
Well, see, that's what I was going to say.
Does want
He's
to
got
be
to
a
take
Niner.
a huge cut. 49ers are not going to pay a running back that kind of money.
He's going to come in and prove himself if he does. If he comes in, he's going to take the cut. If he don't come in, it's because he's not taking the cut. He's not going to get paid what he wants. He's got to come prove himself.
Right.
That's another thing. And as far as Alexander, he's going to be on fire next week.
Oh.
And by the way, may I make this clear? The only reason they were able to get those big yards because he was able to move out of the pocket. Are you familiar with Andy Dalton? Are you familiar with Andy Dalton?
Does Andy have any mobility? He's not real mobile, is he?
No, he ain't mobile. And when he gets under pressure, what does Andy Dalton do?
An INT.
Thank you. And Alexander's going to be coming out madder than anything ever, and he's going to be getting to him. Or he's going to be creating. There's going to be a lot of turnovers. It ain't even going to be a close game.
Oh, God.
Not
and the 49ers are
even a
really
close
treating him
game.
right. Oh, they're dedicated to
We
the
ain't got to worry about
turnovers.
our offense.
Mm.
Our offense is going to get out there, get a little warm. They're going to be a little rocky next week as they were this week, because it's laid back. This week, next week, and the Browns is going to be a laid back game. They're just trying to get warmed up. They're not going to really try. Our defense is going to be wrecking people. People are going to be scared of our defense. And what's going to happen? They're going to try the plan. And what about Zeke? You worried about Zeke? Are you really worried about Zeke?
Not me.
Seriously, are you worried about them?
No way.
The Eagles, bro. The Eagles. I told you. What did I tell you about those Eagles?
And they got creamed. They came back to win, but they were really getting beat up there for a minute.
Right.
Had Washington had
And
any
by
kind
the
of
time that
defense.
division, and if they do come to us, whether it's Eagles or Dallas or Redskins or even New York, they're going to be banged up. And you don't want to come against us banged up.
No. And you're going to end up getting more banged up.
Dude, it's only the beginning. I was happy. I was watching this. Yeah, it was kind of a bunch of bogus call. They stepped up. I mean, yeah, I saw it. I was kind of mad when we got that touchdown. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it kind of made me mad. But you know what? Let us fight the refs. So if we win it all this year, let us win it on behalf of the refs back throwing flags against us. That would even be more beautiful. We beat the team, we beat the refs, and we beat their fans.
There you go. I like the thought of that. So you can gloat and tell them.
Come
So
on, bring it.
you guys had all the help you could get between the refs, league ruling, and everything else, and you still couldn't stop the Niners.
And I'm sorry to say this, I want us to go against the Patriots and Antonio Brown. Let us beat them.
Listen, Bill,
let us beat 'em,
Antonio Brown will be, my prediction is Antonio Brown will be playing for the Buffalo Bills by week 7. Belichick's not going to put up with Antonio Brown. Brown, I really think has some kind of mental issues going on. He's not going. Belichick's not going to. They're not going to be able to get along. I already know.
Then who's Brady going to throw to? Because he's got to have somebody quick to throw to.
He's
We're
got
going to
Josh.
be up in his face.
He's got Gordon. He's got Amendola. I mean, not Amendola, but
Who's Gordon?
Edelman.
Who's Gordon?
Yeah.
Gordon ain't nobody. Gordon ain't nobody. Who else?
Well, he's got Edelman.
Who else?
And
Okay,
I don't know
Edelman's getting old. Who else?
And they lost their rookie wide receiver. I don't know if he's going to be out for the rest of the season or what.
All
but,
those people, let me make one thing clear. All those people he's thrown to that you named, do they not have time to get open?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. And Antonio,
When
I
they
know.
didn't get time to get open,
Yeah.
what happened? They lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Will, I mean, Bill, I'm going to go. I'm going to get a couple more calls and I'm going to call tonight. But listen, tomorrow night, when I haven't done hollering and screaming at the game, we're going to hang out longer, okay?
All right, I'm going to be on. Don't skip me. I called in last night to make a prediction. You hung the phone up on me. So.
No. I need to tell people, sometimes the system does that, and we have no control over it. So if you get hung up, trust me, we would never hang up on anybody. The system shuts down every now and then like that. So, yeah. So you call right back in from now on if that happens.
I did, but you were done streaming.
Oh, yeah.
I was your last caller,
Oh,
and
that
you cut it
sucks.
off.
Oh,
But I
I'm
do have
sorry.
some more things to say that I'm going to say tomorrow. I will be
Okay.
on. I'm going to be doing some things, researching and showing you. Oh, by the way, don't even worry about Seattle. And
I'm
it's
not.
already called. The Saints are going to beat the Rams. I mean, it's payback, and they're going to be all banged up.
Here you go. I love that.
Yes, the
All right.
Chiefs are starting off strong, but the Madden curse is going to take effect. And enjoy the win, everybody. I'm going to sit back and
All right.
wear my Niner ball cap, sit in my Niner chair,
Oh.
drink out of my Niner cup.
No. Okay. Bill. All right, Bill. We're out of here, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Have a good night.
Yeah, you take it easy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. NFC West Nemesis. Huge win for the Empire tonight. Most won't understand the total dominance we showed in all levels of this win. Rest of the NFL put on official notice 49ers are coming for the November 6th ring. Thanks a lot. NFC West Nemesis, man. It's all this controversy tonight. Appreciate you. Okie Niner, 3-0 at the bye week. I really look at that. Oh, God. All right. And Linwood. Come on in, fam.
I'm always here, brother.
Linwood.
I'm always ready to talk about our team, 49er gold team.
Linwood, give me some observations on this game, Linwood. You know, this is one of those character wins that everybody should have something to say about. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking we left a lot on the table.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, just like I posted in my note, that we're coming, Ronbo.
Tell ya.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were favored to win this game because they had a prolific offense, supposedly.
Yeah.
But our defense shut that shit down like clockwork.
And through a mistake, this is the only reason why they scored that TD. Damn it.
And they were always feigned by their defense.
Mm.
And we left 20-some-odd points on the field. So for the first game of the year, Ronbo, 31-17, I predicted 31-16. Last time I called in.
Mm.
We did outstanding, but we left a lot on the table. It just means we're going to be so much better than everybody thinks.
And I mean, a lot better. I mean, the 49ers look like there's a lot of rust to be knocked off of Jimmy. Bosa's got to get his legs underneath him. D Ford needs to just play because he hasn't done anything for months. I'm telling you, man, I can't wait to see what this team looks like when they round into form.
Yeah, well, the thing is, everybody predicted, even Fox, NFL Network today, with all the gurus, Tampa Bay taking their division.
What?
And here we hand them a 31-17 kick-ass.
Did Fox say that? They think Tampa Bay's going to beat the Falcons?
Oh,
well,
they
good.
thought, yeah. They were saying that they have a potential of taking that division, and I was like, well,
good.
I don't give a fuck if they're taking that division or not, but they're going to take a
They're
loss.
going to take an L today, yeah. Yes. Woo!
And 31, well, I missed it by 1 point, Ronbo. And it should have been a lot more.
What,
I was being modest.
30?
It should have been
You
a
said
lot
30-16?
more.
Yeah.
Man. And,
Oh,
I mean, they do have a lot of high-powered offensive weapons on that side of the field. What the hell is Seattle going to do? When we go to Seattle, what the hell did they got to offer?
Seattle, yeah, right? Seattle would be a nice, comfortable game. I mean, they got Tyler Lockett. What happened to what's his name? My college pick. I think he's.
That's the thing, Ronbo. Everybody's whatchamacallit, like the candy bar. Whatchamacallit.
Yeah, no, right? No names stand out.
Whatchamacallit.
The receiver with the famous abs.
Our defense,
I think he's
Ronbo,
out.
I have to say, dude, I was so proud of our defense. Our defense, oh my God, I was so proud of our defense, finally.
That's what you get when you get a good pass rush. Been trying to tell people that for the last 3 years. Stop going out and getting all these cornerbacks and get a frontline defense. Dang it. They're gonna get smoked no matter who they are. Get the frontline D.
And they were calling all those pennies on Sherman and this, that, and all the touchdowns. And I was like, are you serious? All right.
That's how it gets done.
They'll get it together. They'll get it together. Ronbo, they're going to say, all right, 49ers superstar team. The refs are going to start calling plays on our side for once.
Hey, I wonder if that'll make a difference. I hope so.
Oh, you know what? Personally, I'd just rather them call a fair game.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking about
I don't want no favoritisms. I want my team because we know the 49ers are whooped ass week in and week out, and then we get beat by the refs.
Tell you.
Call it fair. Call it fair. That's all we ask.
Actually, I was talking about
Call
DK.
in our favor. We don't care about that. Just call
we'll
it fair.
take it. Yeah, I was thinking about
that ass.
DK Metcalf. That's the name I was trying to think of. Anyway,
we're
going to go and be back tomorrow with a little more energy. That game, I really drained myself. I didn't realize how worked out I was. But anyway, see you tomorrow, okay?
Absolutely, Ronbo.
Yeah.
And the quest for 6 started today. Yes. Win number 1, Empire. And it was a tough game.
Yeah, it was.
The rest are going to be easier.
Probably. 90 degrees heat. All right, fam. Have a good night.
Hit those likes, fam. Hit those likes. No! Wow! Kick ass on 6.
Yeah, I'm going to be hot, boys.
Man.
Good night, Linwood. And we go to Carlos. 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 Carlos, you there?
But it is the faggot song. We had to do the faggot.
Okay. Well, hey, Phil.
Hello, Ronbo.
Hey, Phil. We're sitting here raking over our what do we call them? The awards of victory. Hey, Phil, what is your perspective on this game? Did you like what you seen?
Don't get too high, don't get too low.
Yeah, not yet.
It's the first game of the season, guys.
Yeah.
You know.
But I did enjoy that.
You know, one thing that did too many penalties, and it killed us on a few times.
Mike
Too many
McGlinchey?
penalties, got to clean that up. Jimmy's got to get a little bit more accurate with his passing.
Yeah, he's going to take some time.
Witherspoon was breaking on the ball for the first time in a long time, and that looked good.
Mm-hmm.
I was concerned about Robbie Gould pulling up lame and his last field goal.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
he was limping off the field, and that's why they went for 2 instead of kicking the extra point. Because Robbie couldn't kick, but apparently he got cramps, so he's going to be okay.
Dehydration. Yeah. A lot of those guys probably suffered all kinds of things due to the heat.
Yeah, and then Trevor Coleman's, worrying me. He's in a boot, and that was the only potential serious injury. But if the MRIs are, negative, then you won't see
about
Richie
2 or 3
James,
weeks.
Okay, so you're going to see Breida and Mostert play against Cincinnati because you're not going to take up Richie James up for one game with the practice squad. It's complicated.
Jeff Wilson. You know what? You can't put.
Jeff Wilson. Yeah.
I see what you mean. Yeah, Yeah.
But
you have to
if
move
Trevor
somebody.
Coleman is if he's seriously injured, they're gonna be looking for a running back. I mean, that Charger running back might, if you're in desperation.
Well,
that could be potential, but I'd
that's
hate
a
to see
lot
that
of
happen
money.
because you have to give up a draft pick, and you're going to have to pay him a lot more, and it's going to hurt the cap. So,
do you really think? No, but you really think Shanahan and Lynch are going to pay Gordon the kind of money he's talking about? It's like
not
all
what
the
he's
analysts
talking
say.
about, but he's not going to get what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So come to reality time. Look what Antonio Brown got. He gave up $30 million, and
so he can be
settled
free.
For 15. So.
There really is something going on with Antonio Brown, and it's really I think he might be clinically ill. I really do. His behavior is beyond bizarre. So
It's we'll see if Belichick can handle it, but he's on a short leash with Belichick. That's for damn sure.
You go over there, it's like that's the.
Hey,
this
and
is
the other
like
thing
the
I want
last
to point
school.
out is I watched that Rams game, right,
Mm.
and I watched a lot of the Seattle game,
Yeah.
some highlights, and Seattle was at home, and they barely beat Cincinnati, and Cincinnati's not a good, talented team, so
I mean.
that was something that eye-popping, and then Cleveland getting wiped out.
I mean, really wiped out. Not just beat; they were just slaughtered.
That's gonna take the air out of their balloon that they were hyping all off season.
That coach gets
and
fired.
Then, the Rams, they didn't look very good. They got a lot of breaks.
Yep.
And
the only reason they won that game.
That's the only reason they won that game. And really, Carolina didn't look very good either. But both
Making
teams
mistakes.
stunk
Cam
it
looked
up.
terrible. Yep.
Yeah. So, I think going into the season, I'm a little optimistic with our division being what it is, and I think we can win it. But gonna have to clean up the penalties.
Please.
And stay healthy.
Yes.
And I'm hoping Trevin Coleman can at least recover. It looks like Mixon's going to miss our game with Cincinnati.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Their
Him
best
and
running back.
that big wide receiver.
And their best wide receiver. So, we should win that game and come back home 2-0. And looks like Pittsburgh's getting blown out, even though they're playing New England.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
They're losing,
I really want to see that game because I want to know how good is Pittsburgh really. Because as I said, people say, "Ooh, the Steelers good." What? Why? You can't lose everybody and still be good.
They
Anyway.
don't look too good today.
Yeah. Well, Phil, we're going to go.
They're going against New England. And, New England tends to take
Belichick.
away your best players. But
that's what he likes to do.
It will be a good scouting report for Shanahan to look at against Pittsburgh.
All right, Phil.
But, I just think that, Atlanta didn't look very good. We play them. Carolina didn't look very good. We play them.
Yeah.
I'm looking at our schedule, and I see it is teams other than the Ravens, but they were playing Miami, and I don't know how much to weigh into that, but
Not too much. But Phil, let me get to the stop here. We're gonna Monday night. Let's get in here fresh, and we can go all night. Okay.
But
I'm gonna go now.
But overall, I'm pleased with the performance. We've got to get a little bit better on the penalties. That's all.
Yes. Great.
And we would have wiped them out if we didn't have all those penalties.
Oh.
And then Richard Sherman's got to quit the holding. He did it at Seattle. They call it now because they get the replay.
I know.
So,
All right.
come on, Richard, quit holding.
All right.
All
We'll go
right,
over this
man.
with a fine-tooth
Well,
comb.
let's go, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Appreciate it. All right. See you tomorrow, Phil.
All right, later.
All right. And yeah, I know. Thanks, XKVVY. And I understand. Didn't he have to go have a procedure? I think he had something. One of his leg or something. But thanks for that's you, Metcalf. Thanks for the contribution too, Phil. All right, let's go to Hank.
Ronbo, my man, I can't even tell you how good it is to talk to you right now, fam.
Thanks,
really
Hank.
can't, man. When I tell you, I've had the best day of my life in my 23 years, bro. I had the best day of my life today.
Ain't it awesome? And such a dramatic game. So strange.
Ronbo, I'm back from the game. I'm at my hotel, and I actually had to leave my hotel because I was a little too hype. And what I wanted to tell you is I met our linebacker's brother and our backup and nose tackle's daddy at the game.
All right.
I met Mark. I hung out with Mark Njoku's brother.
Nzocha.
And Mark Njoku, yes, sir. And yep. And I hung out with his brother and DJ Jones' daddy.
All right.
To my left.
And you know what? You got to get the business card. They make great barbecue.
When I tell you, man, I mean, I showed up at the game and I was sweating like a dog, and on the side where all the sun was on.
Oh,
and
oh my God!
Oh yeah, it was kind of rough. And me and my brother decided there was a bunch of empty seats, so we kind of started walking around, and I ended up finding like 3 or 4 seats on the shade side, and in front of me. I had a guy wearing Niner gear, so I had to say something.
Oh God, yes.
And Buddy tells me, he goes, that's my brother out there, and I'm like, tell me who you're talking about, because 99% sure I know who your brother is. I'm a diehard. And he told me, he said Mark. I said Mark Njoka, and he started laughing. He was like, "Yo, that's not how you say the name."
Right, I was just saying.
Man, my bad.
Mark Njoka. That's too funny.
I told him, man, my bad. I'm just saying it like I heard other people say it.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, one of the coolest guys I've met, Ronbo. Like, I mean, me and him, we talked. He showed me pictures of inside the 49ers locker room. He showed me pictures of him and Elijah Lee, and Quan Alexander partying. When I tell you, I was like, I told the guy, I was like, this isn't what normal people do. Normal people don't hang out with NFL stars.
Well,
like,
no, not normally.
That's it. That's something, man. And Ronbo, when I tell you, bro, I won $1,700 off this game.
Ooh, nice bet.
Ronbo,
a lot of people took a bet on this game because they took Tampa Bay. And I kept thinking, why is Tampa Bay supposed to win this game? They're not that
everything
good.
Everything I saw, people are backing the Bucs. I'm like, are y'all good? Are y'all good? Do you see my line? Do you see my defensive line? Do you see my offense? Do y'all really think 2 players on the offense of the Bucs are going to take down my guys? I said, this is one of the easiest games, Ronbo. And Ronbo, check this out. I went on the Eagles. I went on the Rams. I went on the Ravens. And I went on the Niners. I went 300 for
nice parlay.
For close to over 1,500.
Wow.
And the only reason I made my money is because they doubted us, Ronbo. They doubted us, and they doubted the Rams. I just knew the Rams were going to take the Panthers, even if it was going to be close. I knew at the end they would have it. But when I tell you, Ronbo, I started off 17-0 against the Redskins on the Eagles game. Ronbo, I was sweating.
Yeah, because I thought they were going to pull that off too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too, man. I had
over
$300 of my own money, and I'm like, just please get me to my Niners game. Get me to my Niners game, and my Niners are going to pull me through. I know it. And when I tell you, man, when I met DJ Jones' daddy, man, I had one of the best conversations I've ever had in my life about football. Yeah. Like me and this guy, we were talking about, his boy is a backup. I told him, I said, man, honestly, I'd take DJ Jones over Armstead. I don't know if I'd actually do that, but it was his dad sitting in front of me.
But it's a nice thing to say.
Yeah, so I had to say it. But when I tell you, Ronbo, man, it was I was waiting to talk to you, man, because I honestly had one of the best days, man. I mean,
good news.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, man. Met Mark's father. Made $1,700. Met DJ Jones' daddy. What more can you ask for, man? And then on top of that, my Niners win. Yeah. Like, what more do you need?
You could have got DJ Jones' dad to give you a 1-year gift certificate to his barbecue houses.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, I was at a loss for words, Ronbo. Yeah. I honestly was at a loss for words. And so check this out. Mark's brother, after the game was over, he told me, he said, me and him were having a couple of good conversations. So he said, come with me. I'll try to get you some of my brother's gloves that he wore during the game. Right. And I told him, I said, if you do that, you're my favorite person I've ever met in my life. And the guy literally took me down like close to where the fans were standing, and George Kittle dabbed me up, and I didn't get any I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get any autographs, but I did get a dab from George Kittle.
There you go.
That made my. I mean, the guy, man, he went out of his way to come onto my side of the stadium. Like, I mean, that guy is straight class, Ronbo.
George is cool stuff, man. Hank, we're gonna stop.
Man, I want to.
We gotta stop. We got a number of callers, but let's Hank get in here tomorrow and let's carry on. All right, tell me more about this.
Will do, Ronbo. It was great talking to you, man. I had one of the best days of my life seeing our boys out there balling. Yes. And, I'm glad to be a part of this 49er empire, man, because this is something special we're doing this year.
It's going to get more fun from here, too, Hank. All right. See you tomorrow, Hank.
All right, Ronbo.
Night.
Yes, sir. You take care. Good talking to you, man. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ronbo.
And, hey, Hey, Shabazz.
Ronbo.
Shabazz, I was looking for you, fam. What? Did you get my mail?
All right, I didn't get it, and I had to tell you I had the weirdest week, right?
Yeah, okay.
So on the third, my pop passed away. He was 82. He's a veteran. He died peacefully in his sleep back home. So that's why I haven't been in with you guys, because we were making arrangements.
Yeah.
And I'm flying out from California next weekend for the funeral.
Oh, I'm so
but
sorry.
I made it to the game.
Yeah. Sorry to
Hey,
hear that.
you know what? Hey, you know what? With family, I mean, I'm at peace. He was a great guy. He took care of his business with me, his children. He took care of his business for his country, serving in the Marine Corps.
All right.
I can't complain. So you know, and I had already had this trip planned down here. I'm in Tampa as well.
Okay.
So I'm losing my voice. I took a bunch of pictures out close.
You was out there hollering, screaming like me? Because I can barely talk too now.
But when my boy got the game-winning pick six, I told Ronbo, everybody that talked crazy in that last preseason game about Cello is going to eat crow. All I want is an apology. All I want is an apology, Ronbo.
There's been a couple.
I said, God.
There's been a few tonight.
I said, Cello is going. He's going to get a pick and a couple pass deflections.
Mm-hmm.
He did just that. He didn't disappoint.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't disappoint.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. That's still on, by the way. We just gotta make sure we connect, because I never got that email. When I sent the email to you, I never got to respond back.
Yeah,
so we'll hash things out.
All right. All right.
And I'm just happy. I mean, my weekend couldn't end better. It's my birthday. Actually, today is my birthday. So.
All right. Hey, and come back tomorrow. Shabazz, I can't even sing. I don't even know if I can holler anymore. I am so spent. So I owe you a birthday song. Call back tomorrow night, okay?
I will do that, but hey, go Niners. I told everybody, don't worry about my boy Cello. Your boy Nick looked good.
Yeah.
Ford looked good. He got a sack. He got a strip fumble.
Hey.
And the offense is rusty. We're going to be okay.
Definitely right. That offense is going to get a lot better. Nice. This game one. Yeah. Don't pass any judgments on that offense. Yes.
Yeah. We're going to be okay. And basically, you know what? This is a preseason game for Nick. This is a preseason game for D Ford.
And D Ford, yes.
They didn't play
D Ford.
Yeah. So. And how about Vincent Sherm? Man, I couldn't believe that, man. When Sherm took that pick six back, we were screaming, man. And we took over half of that stadium in Tampa.
I saw the red. Stevie was at that game. That's why I was going to hook you up with him as soon as I found out where you were, but we couldn't get connected. But Stevie was at that game. He said it was so hot out there, he was getting tired just sitting in the stands, let alone how the players must have been feeling on the field. You probably been through the same thing.
Yeah, I went through the same thing. I've been drinking water and Pedialyte, and just trying to get back hydrated.
There you go. Keep doing that for another 24 hours, too. That's a lot of drying out there. So,
yeah, man, I didn't want to take up all my 5 minutes. I just wanted to tell you guys, I love you, go Niners, and for all those that doubted my boy Cello, I just know nobody didn't forget. The last thing I said a Cello will get an interception, and everybody will have to apologize.
And you got it, too.
He's going to be okay.
Damn.
Yeah, he's going to be okay.
Yes.
So yeah, fam. Y'all take it easy, Ronbo. I love you. I'll be back in tune tomorrow night.
Thanks, fam.
I'm flying back from here to California tomorrow.
Right.
So it's depending on if I catch
what time you get back.
I got a
5-hour flight.
I got a layover, 2-hour layover in Dallas.
Oh, okay. So you got a long time.
I'll get back. No. But yeah, I will, because I'm getting back early, because I'm leaving here early. I forgot this.
Okay.
This is 3 hours earlier than this.
All right.
I definitely will.
All right.
And I will talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right, fam. Looking forward to it. Have a good night, Shabazz.
All right, you too, Ronbo.
Thanks, fam. Let's go see what JT is thinking.
What's up, Ronbo?
JT, just smelling those fumes of victory. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, over, done, and we ain't got to hear no more crap about why. I mean, every writer, every beat writer, just about every website, sports website, NFL affiliated, Everybody's talking about how we're going to lose to the. I said, what? Are they all that? Although they were a little better than I expected. But I don't know the teams are better than the 49ers. We don't have to put up with that anymore, JT. It used to be we were the worst team in the league. We are not the worst team in the league anymore. So we deserve a little more respect. I'm sick of, the 49ers, ooh, they suck. No, they don't. So, I'm loving it.
Yep. Hey, Ronbo, let me just start off. The pass rush, I was loving it. I was loving the way just the start of the game. Did you see the way the tempo of the defense was going?
It was pretty rugged.
It was
pretty rugged.
It was rugged. Hey, with K1, hey, I was loving it, Rombo.
And his knee is okay.
After they took
I was worried about that.
After they took K1 out of the game, I don't know if you guys started. I don't know if anybody noticed the run defense. That was
suffered a little bit.
Was a concern.
Hey, JT, when did K1 leave the game?
In the first quarter.
Why?
He left me. You know what? That was a stupid call.
Oh, you know what?
The quarterback was going down.
You're saying Quan. I thought you meant K1. You know what? Everybody does that, though. All right. No, I know. That was a bad call. It wasn't worth kicking him out. Oh.
Yeah, no. It was the way the quarterback was coming down, and Quan was going
at the same
low.
time. It was a simultaneous hit. It wasn't like he came and hit Winston when he was on the ground. That's why I hate that call.
That was a stupid freaking call. And you know what? That was kind of expected. The referees, like Will said earlier, the league's got something against the 49ers. That pisses me off.
It's long established.
Because every time, there's a flag. We got how many penalties we had? We had like over 10 penalties.
Last I looked, we had at least 10. We had 82 yards given up. God.
Yeah, all that. That's too much. But overall, I was very pleased. I was pleased with the offense. Jimmy G, he was a little rusty, but he shook the rust off.
Not as good as he could have. You know what? Jimmy G is about 2 weeks away. He didn't get any preseason, which he probably needed more. And pretty much Jimmy G's still having his preseason.
Yeah, and it's only going to get better. And I got something else to say, too. The LA Rams, Ronbo, I was watching the Rams earlier.
Everybody was.
They look Al Boo Boo.
I know.
That squad right there look kind of.
They're not that devastating. They're
not that good this year. I think the 49ers can. I think we can win the division, Ronbo. We could beat the Rams. The Seahawks barely won by the skin of their teeth. They won by 1 point. Against the Bengals. All teams.
And they were. And you know what? That's a home game too. So what happened?
Yeah, come on. I was expecting the freaking Seahawks to kind of blow them out some, but they didn't. But so I think the Niners. I think we got a real good chance to win in the division this year.
I know, because you know what? We really do look like the team with the most potential and strength. And like you're saying, when Jimmy G gets back into Jimmy G form, we may really have something seriously crazy here, because he's got the offense and everything. They're not in sync quite yet.
I want to apologize to Kello Weatherspoon, because you know what? Today he was playing ball.
He was good.
I was very pleased with the way Kello was playing. You know what? I was happy.
I've been trying to tell everybody. I'm telling you,
I want you to keep that up, Kello. I want consistency.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? I'm praising you right now, baby boy. And Jason Verrett, I can't wait until you come in. I know they're going to bring you in slowly, but I can't wait.
No, actually, his cousin called in tonight and said Verrett's already taken first string reps. So, All right. JT, yeah, well, let's see how that develops, because Kello got some new status tonight. I got a feeling. But anyway.
Yeah, hey, best man wins. I don't care. Kello was doing good. And you know what? I seen him turn his head around today.
I've been trying to tell you guys, man. He does last year he was doing it. Last few games, he was not turning his head. And everybody, oh, no, he never did. Yeah, he did. And he did today. That's why I said during the game, listen, anybody who says he doesn't turn his head, remember the Bucs game. Kello was looking back for the ball. See, I try to tell y'all, man. I'm taking credit for that.
I need some consistency, though.
Yeah, you may get it, too. Let's see what happens next. JT, we're going to go before I pass out.
All right,
I tell you what, tomorrow night, I'll be looking for you.
All right,
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Yeah. All right, let's go over to Carlos.
Leave it over there. Stop chewing your toy. We'll leave it over there. No, put it over there. If you want to put it over there, put it in there. Put it inside. Okay? Put it inside. Go put it inside, then you want to play over there.
Carlos?
Let's get ready to run. Go!
Carlos, come on in, man. Yeah.
Ronbo, I've been waiting for a very long time.
Yeah, I know. It's
I mean, everything
a lot of people called in tonight.
Man.
Everybody's
Thank you,
celebrating this
Ronbo.
win.
Yeah, just I'm just really proud that our Niners, they just did really good. They faced adversity,
I know. That and they overcame it, which is really important. So.
Yeah, they definitely overcame adversity.
Yeah.
And
The heat and
it's
everything
just
else.
how many penalties did we get?
Last I checked, I saw 10 and 82 yards they gave up, and that's something I thought they had worked out. Apparently not. So.
Yeah, it was just pretty ridiculous, and I was just, I was going nuts too, Ronbo. I was, I was just proud because, how everybody say, at least three touchdowns were, taken from us.
Tell you.
And
that's why I
at least
say
30-something points.
Yes, that game was supposed to be a blowout, Carlos, a complete blowout. George Kittle had two. And with ease. I don't know how he was sitting there all that open, but George Kittle's got a great move now. He catches the ball. He drops his shoulder to the first defender. He catches himself on the ground with one hand, puts himself up and keeps. That is going to be a patented move. Kittle.
Yeah.
My God.
I agree.
And he took one touchdown away from George.
I was really surprised they're using Kittle a lot too in that game, and I'm surprised. They used Debo too, and surprised Pettis wasn't in there too, and I know Debo, he fumbled that too. It's fine, just a rookie.
Yeah,
it's fine just to get all this, out of the get this out of the way.
Yeah, he'll
mistakes and
he'll get that ironed out because he did really well. That one play he made was Debo-esque. That guy, Carlos, if you had to make a prediction, I got a feeling Debo could end up being a number one receiver. Because and don't overlook Richie James. Richie James has got something about him that could be, I don't know.
But actually, about Richie James, did they even use him, Richie James?
Yeah, he had a touchdown.
He did?
Yeah.
How did I miss that? Oh, was it a 2-point conversion, was it, with him?
No, Richie had a touchdown. Jimmy G threw one right out in open flat. Richie ran under it. Touchdown, 49ers. This is the first touchdown of the game for the Niners.
Oh, yeah, because I was going nuts, too, man. I was like, man, there's just so many flags, and I was just tired of it. These refs were just analyzing these plays. They're just up on our ass.
And did you see when the guy pulled out a little book and started writing in it? See, that's when I started losing my mind. That's why I can't talk now. The refs had me screaming and yelling more than anything else tonight. There's a lot of great plays, but the refs were, God, what is this, guys?
Yeah,
what, are you going to make up the rules as you go along? And why are you throwing Quan Alexander out of the game? You know that wasn't vicious or malicious. He went down the same time as Jameis, and you throw him out of the game. You already gave him 15 yards. That's enough. Oh, that's just
Hey, but
awful.
the good thing about Kwan Alexander, I'm happy how he reacted off that. He just, he gave a handshake to all his players, and that's good though. I like his attitude.
Yeah,
he
I
did
can't
really
wait to
good.
see the postgame. Carlos, we did call you
cool,
earlier.
I'm
Didn't want. I
I
didn't
know,
mean like you.
Ronbo.
Wait, we were looking for you, but you didn't answer. But listen, we're gonna have to go down. Why don't we get you in here tomorrow night? Because I got a few more we're gonna try to get here, and before I say goodnight.
Let me just say this one last
Real
thing.
quick.
I'm just happy our defense. Our defense is gonna be pain and punishment, like how the ref says, and like how Kenny said, he can't say it better than himself. Kenny. I'm just happy. Just our defense is gonna punch people in the face. All right, and it's just shout out to the Niners. All the faithfuls that are calling in. Shout out to the Niner Empire. We're coming. We are coming. All right, Ronbo.
Hard, Carlos.
Hey,
hard.
Ronbo. Let me get that Niner call.
Oh, Carlos, the throat is raw. I screamed and yelled too much through the game. I can't even scream. I don't know I'm going to leave tonight. Carlos, I owe you. Come back tomorrow night. I'll give it to you. All right?
I'll say it.
Oh, yeah, you do. You do it. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Niners!
Yes.
All right, for the Ronbo.
Carlos, appreciate it, fam.
First, baby. All right.
I'll see you tomorrow. Like Carlos.
All right,
and we go to Vader. Vader. We lost Vader?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Ronbo? What's
Vader.
happening?
See, Vader.
Yeah.
You know how we've been waiting for years?
I'm going to make it quick.
Okay, go ahead.
No, really quick. Hey, you know what? I'm proud of my team, man. Our
be.
team, excuse me.
You should be.
Yeah, I mean, we played really well on both sides of the ball. I mean, we have some stuff we got to clean up, but I think, overall, we'll be good.
Yeah.
Oh, first game. Oh, yeah, first game. And, the ejection call, I kind of agree with most people. I don't think that should have happened. That kind of sucks because he was firing up that defense, man. But, hey, a big shout out to Fred Warner, man. Took over his position, man, and played like an animal.
Did a good job.
So, hey.
Yes, indeed.
They did a fantastic job. Wow, Witherspoon surprised the shit out of me. Whoa. That was beautiful.
Surprised everybody. And Trey, actually, TNT, the rest of your fam, they came in and apologized tonight. All right?
I'm going to have to eat crow, too, and apologize. I doubted Witherspoon. But again, it goes back to what we've been saying since the beginning. When you put people in position to win, I mean, they look flawless no matter if they're a high-profile player or if they're not. We don't even know what we have in our bag of tricks from the practice squad. But anyways,
all he needed was a pass rush.
Yeah, the only bite I had about the whole game is I'm over there supporting Robbie Gold. He got his money, and then he coming out. He's the only one that got injured today. What kind of shenanigans is that?
I thought they said it was dehydration or something. I think cramps. It was cramps, I think somebody just said.
Cramps.
Yeah, he's okay.
But, Devo took care of business on that 2-point conversion. So, hey, you know what? It was a good game. Good game all around. I was happy.
Man. It's going to get better, too. I just hope these guys get pumped up a lot of fluids into them. I think Nick Bosa was walking around with a limp, too. It's not – humans aren't supposed to play outside in those conditions, Vader. Well, I don't know why they don't build more stadiums in Florida. That's ridiculous.
Closed stadiums? Yeah, that's true. But,
being outside's okay. Have an open roof or something you can open and close, like the Cowboys or something. Don't have people out there in all that heat. That's crazy.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, you got fans passing out too, man. So it can be pretty dangerous.
Yeah. What if somebody sues?
Oh, there you go. Somebody sues. But you know what? I was really surprised when we started getting Niner chants towards the end of the game there at that stadium.
I heard they were all over that stadium too. All kind of Niner fans.
Right. Well, I was like, wow, I was surprised, but cool, man. We got this win, and I think we're gonna look a lot better because we're staying out on the East Coast.
Yep.
Don't forget that.
Get used to the time.
And Cincinnati is pretty good. They look pretty good today, Ronbo. I'll give them props, man. I think they should have won that game against Seattle, but we'll see.
Well, see, that's the thing about Seattle. I got a feeling Seattle and the Rams, it's like I said before the season started, I don't know if those guys are going to continue to dominate. I mean, they've lost a lot of blood. How are they going to – I just don't see it. And I think I was right. They got no business being dominating. Can't just lose all kind of people continue.
Right, with the Rams game, come on. The Rams, they barely won. They shouldn't have won.
But
Cam looked like
you know, they
Yeah.
installed that new 3-4 defense, and it looked like they were a little shy on timing. But you know, but now if they play somebody like us, we'll see. They'll see the difference.
Make him pick it up.
They'll see the difference.
McVay's probably waiting. He doesn't want Kyle to come in and embarrass him. All right, Vader.
And that's what we're gonna do, Ronbo. That's
I
what
know.
we're gonna do.
I know. Vader, be looking for you tomorrow night, okay?
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll give my opinions tomorrow, man. But
Yes.
shout out TNT, Big Show, everybody else, man. Niner Nation, man.
Right,
And
fam.
to you, Ronbo. Hey, Ronbo, don't forget, man. You missed my Ranchero calls today. Remember,
I know I
interception.
couldn't.
I gotta get my Ranchero calls.
I was yelling and screaming. The refs had me so I stripped my throat to pieces. So Ranchero will return next weekend.
Man, I had 2 interceptions. Back for touchdowns today, man. I should have at least got 2 Ranchero calls, but it's
I
all
owe
good,
you.
Ronbo.
And you know I love to do that. I'll get them to you too.
Oh, yeah. And then, hey, people, hit that like, baby. Hit that like.
Thanks.
Let it go. Let it go. Radio Ronbo Sports. You guys have a lovely evening.
Thanks, Vader. Have a good night, fam. Oh, God. NFC West ever says, bleep the bull, point blank. 49ers definitely dominated. Offense went against a top 10 D and put up good numbers. And you got to, see, we saw a D that I actually did not anticipate. And the offensive line actually did good to keep Cam from getting completely killed. Now, they beat him up, but they didn't beat him up like I thought they was going to beat him up. So, they weren't as bad as we thought. So we can be proud of that win. Hey, Nighthawk.
What's going on?
Hey, Nighthawk. I sit back here gloating over that victory over the Bucs.
I was kind of close to the score, but I said 31, right? Or I said 34?
I forgot what your score was. We have it written down, though.
I think it was 34, I said.
I know it was something like that. Did you say 17?
No, I said, I did. I said 10.
Okay. And you know what? Remember, you almost said 17, as I remember, and then you backed up to 10. If you would have stayed with 17.
Yeah, because I said, yep, I did say it's gonna be 31 to 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got 34-10 for you. But at any rate, you was right to get into the 30s. And remember, Nighthawk, it was 14 points that we had to give back. What am I talking about? 21 points we had to give them back. So the 49ers actually scored dang near 60 points. See, because the Titans beat up on the Cleveland Browns, scoring 43 points. We could have been the highest scoring game of the day. That's fine.
But you know what, man? You know who I'm proud of in that game?
Who?
What's the Solomon? Richard Solomon
I know, right?
showed up.
Yeah, he did. He made a couple of mistakes, but for the most part. Go ahead.
Yeah, he did. He did mess up, but I like that one play at the end. It was the last quarter. He knocked that ball to him. It was no flag. They let it go.
I couldn't believe it. Nighthawk, I thought it was a flag too. Sherman was not playing the ball, but he's Richard Sherman, Hall of Fame Richard Sherman. The refs are going to give him a break here and there, but that was clearly a foul.
They let it go. They let it go.
Glad they did, because I didn't want them to score any more points. They do a little onside kick and also we got more drama. No, so.
Yep. And I told you. Remember, I told you that what's his name was going to get a forced tackle.
Nick.
Nick Wilson.
Yeah. Did you check him out?
Remember, I told you.
I know you did.
I said he's going to get his forced sack.
You were right too. And I tell you what, next week he's going to get a little better each week. Look for Nick Bosa to get a little more better, a little improvement. You didn't see anything tonight. Wait till about 2 or 3 weeks from now. Oh.
One thing I'm mad about that game is the referees.
I know. Well, you know what? It's a terrible job. Somebody's got to do it. I don't appreciate the refs when they make the calls, but they got a tough job. sometimes they're a little stupid, but still, it's a rough job. I hate blaming them for things. Since we didn't lose, I'm okay. They could have left.
Yeah.
They didn't have to throw Quan out of the game, though. That was too much.
Yeah. But like I said, that was a good game.
Yeah. Because we came out on top. Defense was so much
So
fun.
we're 1-0 now. 1-0.
That's right. 1-0.
Yep.
15 to go.
Yep.
16 weeks to go. Big show. Nighthawk. Because remember we got Cleveland coming up after the bye week. And, boy, don't let us.
Oh, Witherspoon is good, too.
I know, right? He's ready.
I was shocked about him.
You know why? Because as soon as they brought Jason Brett to the team, Witherspoon said, yeah, you guys, all right, if you don't like the way I'm playing, I'll improve. And boom. Played a great game.
He did. Everybody did good. Even the kicker did good, too.
No, I'll tell you what, let's call it a night, and I shall see you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Hit that light. Hit
Yes.
that light. Hit that light.
And I owe you a holler tomorrow. I can't scream anymore.
I know, no problem. You know why? Because the game was so good, you couldn't do it.
Couldn't holler anymore. Good night, Nighthawk.
Good night.
And let's go check out Cesar. Cesar's.
What's happening, Ronbo?
Cesar, man, I'm just sitting back here enjoying everybody's response from what happened tonight. We got a victory we deserved. Did a great job. What are you thinking?
Hey, man. I'm humble, and I'm just glad that we got this. We pulled out this victory, this ugly victory. Come on, guys. Come on, fam. Fam, let's be humble. Let's be humble. We got lucky, you know.
Well,
we got lucky, but hey,
I don't know.
Hey, Ronbo.
INTs, I think it was some skill involved. The pass rush was really, really pressuring Winston. They earned it. They earned it.
Yeah, we did. Hey, shout out to the defense. Can I get a standing ovation, please?
Is that what that was? Caesar?
Shout out to the defense. You know, hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give them credit when it's due, because they're the ones that are the ones to blame for this victory. So shout
Absolutely.
out to Killo. Shout out to I have
Sherman.
trouble pronouncing his last name,
Zacha.
Nuja with the pump block.
Zacha.
Yeah,
and not only the block
with
pump,
the
but an
interception.
INT.
Yeah, interception, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they worked hard.
Yeah,
they worked
but
hard.
hey, man, congratulations to all the family, all the faithful. Shout out to you, Ronbo. Congratulations on the victory.
Yeah.
Sorry that you lost your voice, but hey, I got you, Ronbo. Hold
I
on,
knew it was gonna
hold on.
happen.
Hey, Ronbo, step back, Ronbo. Not only.
That's
Hey,
what I'm
Ronbo,
talking about.
I know you gotta go, man. But I just want to keep it short and
All right.
simple. Hey, faithful. Let's stay humble, and let's just take it one game at a time, man. One game at a time.
We'll get there. And since next week, I think they'll look a little sharper. You know, Caesar, remember, they had to travel to the East Coast. They played in 94 degrees of heat and high humidity. The time change. They're going to stay on the East Coast right now, rest up, work out in the East. And I think you're going to see a better game next week. You'll be more impressed next week. So.
Yeah, I hope so, because I got Jimmy on my fantasy football team, so I really hope so.
Yeah, you know,
but,
he had
hey, man, for
actually
real.
thrown for 3 touchdowns. The penalties took a couple of them away.
Yeah, you're right. It's because of those legal formations and stuff like that.
But one was a BS call. They called it chipping. Juice was running down. He stepped in a way. I guess they called it chipping a screen. But come on, why is that illegal? And he was making contact with the receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just strange.
Yeah, hey, Romo, that was like a 50-50 call, man. You know, you got to let that shit go, you know?
Yeah.
You don't know if it was Juice running into one of them, and then the other one that was the one that was getting one of our receivers got into him. You know, you got to let that shit go, man.
I think that was a Mostert. Was that the Mostert touchdown, or was it? No, Richie James killed the Mostert.
No, I think it was the Kittle, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Kittle.
I don't know.
No, you're right.
It was the Kittle.
It was. Richie James killed Mostert's touchdown. See? So, you know, that's right. You know what? The officials are like part of the game. You got to see if you can beat them and the other team. It's really a tough thing. But when you can do that, that means you're ready to get into the championship round. Maybe the 49ers make the playoffs this year and they'll know how to deal with the refs. You know what they say? Don't ever put yourself in a position for the refs to beat you and you'll be okay. Easier said than done, though.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm just pretty humble right now with the victory, and one game at a time, family. Like I said, one game at a time. Next week is Cincinnati, so let's just take it one game at a time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, faithful. And shout out to all the faithful. Shout out to you, Ronbo.
Thanks, man.
Much love, and man, I'll holler at y'all whenever I get a chance, man. But,
I hope so, Cesar.
Much love. Congratulations, man.
And we'll be back tomorrow if you got time, too. All right, fam. Have a good night, Cesar.
For sure, man. Yeah, you too, Ronbo.
Thanks,
good night,
man. Night. Oh, yeah. Fam, hit that like. Boy, I tell you, I love these kind of days. If I could have every Sunday just like this with us winning, talking about it and having a good time. Can't wait to see you tomorrow night. We're going to look at some other things as well and looking toward the future with the Bengals. Fam, I ain't going to holler out tonight. I'm going to just, in fact, I can still do my song, though. Fam, I'll see you tomorrow as I sing. La la la, la 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 la, la la la. It's a victory song. Boom. La 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 la. Hit that like, fam. You know.